wrong, I don't want to be right.
What would Socrates say to that?
It tickles my fancy.
Okay.
Goosies.
I don't have hair.
Oof.
You got Marcos.
That's not.
Wait.
Yeah,
That's true. You do got me.
Get over here, Marcus. Let me look at you.
They don't want it.
Tobin and Leroy, ready to deploy. Had to hit her with a little journalism, but that was a decoy. Better have about me, boy. Okay, Leroy and Tobin, hold to the show, man. Still on the sauce with the show, and till then his half moon open. Sometimes he's like a snowman. No proof, I'm a lie about a motor. No proof. Like I always wanted him, I never hated him, I never traded him, and if I did, I never ever traded him. You know what is a star? Like the city, the driver's like Florida, wish I could large, so many more. 10 in the more, never a bar. Hey, 10 in the more, 2 to the P. Nothing to you, but it's something to me. Handsome as ever and cute as can be. You can watch us on YouTube with viewing for free. Hey, this one time for the Twitch. This one time for the text. This one time for the phone line. Whole time, wonder what they gonna do next.
You know, I just wish you guys would stop the quibbling.
I got a feeling that's not going to happen today, Tommy.
Really?
Tobin and Leroy here with you on a beautiful Thursday morning as we take you up until 2 o'clock here on the program. We are streaming live on YouTube and Twitch. Miami 560 WQAM is where you guys can go watch us. You can listen to us on the Odyssey app, AUDACY. And got some special guests in studio today, Leroy.
Oh, Tommy.
Two red things on the air today.
Hello.
You got Tommy Tobin, Sofia Tobin is here. Hello, how are you guys?
We're great. And also, Daddy's right next to me.
Yeah, we're right here.
Nice.
We're all here today. They have come here. They have done one thing, which is they want to talk into the microphone, and then they wanted to get snacks out of the vending machine, which is Leroy's favorite thing to do when he is here.
Yes.
Indeed.
They went mini cookies, Twix, and then Sophia, what'd you go with?
M&M's and baked potato chips.
Yeah,
Nice.
solid starts.
That is a good start.
Solid starts
Yeah.
from everybody all around.
Good parenting.
It is.
Touch them all. You got a little sweet. You got a little savory.
Yeah.
Yep.
Touch them all.
Breakfast champions. This is good parenting over here.
Sophie,
everybody.
don't worry. You'll be hitting up that machine in a couple of hours.
Yep. Sophia, by the way, just
Uncle Leroy's not here there to buy lunch.
that's right. So we're going down afterwards. I don't know if you guys want pizza or burgers or whatever you guys want to do later, but they were very impressed by the cafeteria
Oh,
and the video games. Although
Oh, yeah.
he's got his Nintendo Switch, he's like already checked out.
Yeah, he's
well,
good.
He's already
Daddy
checked
gonna
out.
have to work a night shift to pay for that food down there.
It is true. It's very very expensive.
Kids don't
Sophia,
care. They just see pizza.
So you have to Sophia, you have to do a project on this. Like you have to record everything you're doing and tell your teachers what you're doing.
Basically, yeah.
All right.
Wow.
So what is currently on the list? What have you done so far?
9:04 got here. 9:30 go into the practice room. 9:35 get snacks.
Boom.
Nice.
That's a run. That's
That's a
kind of
solid
what we
day,
do.
too.
That's pretty much what we do every single day.
Is that Leroy's schedule that you just read right
That's
now?
pretty much.
Way. Well, you know, we were born on the same day, so it's not out of the question.
Oh.
This the thing with Tommy is all Tommy really has been wanting to do is put together a YouTube channel where people watch him play video games. That's all he really wants to put together.
I don't really just want that. I pretty much just want to be with Daddy at work.
I appreciate listen, 2 scoops of adorable you two.
That is adorable.
Hey, don't worry. Take advantage of it now because I asked my young offspring if she wanted to go with Daddy. And she said, no, I want to go to school and be with my friends.
Okay.
I'm sure that's gonna happen. Like do you guys think you'll get sick of me one day? Like you think like one day you're gonna ditch me for your friend, Sophia? Or is that gonna happen all the time? Why are you now all of a sudden listen, all of a sudden now you have nothing to say? All you do is have things to say all the time.
You rat thing, Sophia.
Wow.
I'm a potato chip and I'm not afraid to You rat thing. You rat thing.
Hey, what are you teaching these kids?
Good parenting, dude.
Like within the first segment, we got a rat think.
Yeah.
I'm more than sure somebody's going to get called the bum.
Well, what do we shoot? Like, if I asked you who a rat fink is, like, who do we go with? And Sophia's like Boston. I'm like, boom,
Yeah, there you go.
right?
I mean,
It's number 4 is the rat thing, people.
Yeah.
Exactly, dude. All right, you two get out of here. Play your video games. Let's get off into the rest of the day. That is. So appreciate those rascals for stopping by. You can get them hell out of here.
All
right. So all right. Let's get to some headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Supercenter. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks. I bet
So,
you Tommy would like this one.
Yeah, he probably would. He probably would. Had a little bit of a split skis last night. As we had
we went 1 for 3 in our
we went for 1 for 3 in our parlay. That's true.
on our J-Fig parlay.
Yeah, sorry, J-Fig. Only the Panthers came through for you yesterday.
Oh, in a big way. Oh, man.
Oh,
wow.
Big way, dude.
I was
gotta tell you,
impressed.
let me just tell you something about Boston.
They're afraid?
They seem a little shook, dude. Am I not right?
Hey.
A lot of histrionics, a lot of fighting going on.
Here's what happened. The Panthers came out and played a level of physical hockey that I guess that's what Paul Maurice wanted them to do. That's more playoff hockey.
Yep.
Right? And then when it was time to pounce, they pounced. They should have more goals.
Yep.
Because there were a couple of breakaways, almost had a shorthanded goal, and he just kind of slipped and didn't really have a whole lot. I really
thought my TTL was going to work on Barkov. I'm like, here he goes. And it's like, but he did I thought he got penalized anyway. I thought that was
right.
I thought they took him out of that play, but either way, Cats got a big time win yesterday. They even up the series with the Boston Bruins coming back home. And look, that was the crucial one last night because it really felt like they had their opportunities in game 1. They don't feel outmanned in the series. They don't.
No.
They don't feel outmanned in the series.
It's weird because playoff hockey is usually a little bit slower and you pick your spots. That hockey game last night was 100 miles an hour back and forth. Yeah. It was, oh my God.
By the way, very easy to keep your attention on based on what was going on.
Right.
I was like, well, I'm going I got all focus on ice tonight right now.
You know what? TNT, those guys before the game said something very interesting before the game started. And the thing is that when you have the best three-point shooting team that had a bad game, and the worst three-point shooting team that had a great game, which one of those two things is going to be true to form?
Yeah, it was.
And we found out.
Well, it's why I just had a hard time getting upset. First of all, Giannis ended up not playing, and as soon as I got that news, I'm like, this is genuinely my reaction. It was I was like, because we know the character of this team, right? And it is
if they playing Jordan, LeBron, Giannis, and Steph on the same team, it'll be close,
right? If you give them this team does not want to be comfortable or have anything sit pretty for them. If you give them anything that looks like, hey, this is setting right up for you guys, watch them go poop the bed. That is what they're going to do.
The one thing that I will say that the Bucks did was took advantage of their size.
Yep, they fed that giant ostrich.
And then you have another 6'10" guy in Portis who could be outside or inside. And so that seemed to be the biggest difference. They pounded the paint with Lopez. So at some point I thought, here's what I thought Spo would do. Put Big Yurt in there and say, go stop him. Just you're down by 30. So go ahead and give somebody with some size a little bit of run, so at least you can have an idea of whether you could go to that in the future.
I got you. Yeah, just to kind of test the waters on it.
Exactly.
I got you. Well, I just think
you've been doing it with dunks all year.
Yeah, but it was one of those things again where they got it switched. Like it's not like he was doing it against Bam. Like he kept getting small guys switched on him.
But that's what I'm saying. So what do you do to combat that size?
Well, first of all, I think it's going to depend. I mean, I think it depends if Giannis is going to be out there because he doesn't play inside when Giannis is there. He plays outside.
Right, because they leave
Oh.
they leave the paint open for Giannis.
Right. But I think the thing that's going to be interesting, as soon as that came out, I was just like, oh no, because I just knew. And look, the Bucks aren't bums. It's not like that you're taking on the Dallas Mavericks, where it's like Luka and a bunch of schlubs, you know. And I'm talking pre them getting Kyrie, but even that, oof, that went bad. I mean, like they have Brooke Lopez, Drew Holiday, Chris Middleton are all stars. You know, Bobby Portis is an excellent player. Joe Ingles has been doing things in this league for a long time.
Ingles.
And then Connaughton got the Duncan Robinson treatment in the game. In game one, he comes in, can't miss. So I'm just like, if you're gonna sit, you know, is it embarrassing? Yeah, of course it's embarrassing to give up a record in points and threes. Both records, by the way, the Bucks broke from their own record from 2021. But I'm not down. Like, they're 1-1. They did what they had to do.
Here's what I would say. Me, I always bring questions. How they're going to do this, and this, and this. But what I would say is this: the score of the game doesn't matter. It's whether you win or lose it, because it's a race to 4.
Right.
And that 30-point or 20-point or 15-point win doesn't matter. It's how you respond to that the next game. The unfortunate thing is that now you put them in a position where they can take the long road with Giannis.
Yes.
Instead of forcing him back to play. Because if he's a little banged up,
you can sit Giannis game 3.
Right. Exactly. And that's it has a trickle-down effect with why you wanted that game to be really close, really competitive, to kind of force their hand a little bit.
In a way, I get you, but I would be more frustrated with them losing a close game to the role guys without their MVP than I would.
But here,
it's like, Leroy, come on, dude. What do they hit? 25 threes? That's ridiculous.
Isn't the record like 26? The all-time record is like 26.
It was a great performance, no question. Credit to them, but
they were like making fadeaways.
Yeah,
there was one time Drew Holiday, he looked like he was falling into the seats, one leg up, and I'm like, wow.
Yeah, it was insane. That shooting performance was.
But aren't they the best 3-point shooting team in the league?
They are, dude, but still record breaking. Like, come on,
Yeah.
They're not going to do that. You're not going to hit 25. You're not going to hit over 50% putting up 53s. No one's doing that again.
No, nobody.
Nobody's doing that again.
Well, that's why it was a record.
That was why it's a record. Yeah. It's like, and so I'm just gonna be like, okay, you know, and playoffs, usually those first 4 games, there will be a lot of swings, you know, if in points, because you cannot fake playoff desperation. You can't fake it.
No.
You can't. It's one of those things where it's like, you could talk about, and that's why I'm saying, like, I totally agreed with your point yesterday. Don't blow an opportunity, you know, but I just don't think you can fake that stuff. Like, and especially this Heat team.
I know.
They were going to come out there half-assed.
It's a circumstance that has plagued this team all year.
Mm-hmm.
Every time we see the stars in street clothes, we're like, the role players are going to be all Hall of Famers.
Now, here's the thing. Now it's like, but like now it's completely the reason why it's crazy. Like you said, the long game with Giannis. Now it completely flips, because that whole thing about pressure beating them without Giannis. Now it's on game 3, because I really do think that game 3 is like the Heat are going to determine, are you going to win the series or lose the series on Saturday night?
Okay, so
like
now I was getting ready. To ask you, are we going to give the don't lose
to the Heat?
Yeah, because it's that important.
I think so. I think
because here's the thing. I almost prefer Giannis to play, because if Giannis plays, you become more of a perimeter defensive team and not trying to deal with Lopez in the paint.
Mm-hmm.
But with the success they've had, I wouldn't be surprised if they stuck with it. because that's kind of what you have to do. Their advantage in this series is their size.
Right.
If you take your 7-footer and Portis, who's 6'10", and put them on the perimeter, you're playing into the hands of the Heat.
Yeah, I think that I think for them, putting the series is where it is now, they're not down 0-2. Yeah, I think they definitely bought Giannis an extra game if he needs it, which, look, maybe it is really bad. Like I said, it was progressing the right way, but like you said, the back can be tricky.
Dude.
And now he's
let me tell you something. Here's how back spasms work. He could have felt great before the game, but felt a little tender, so they decided to sit him out. He's sitting down watching the game. He stands up to celebrate a 3, and he's back to square one. You back spasms and things of that nature, especially or anywhere around your core, is so like tricky. And so the I will tell you the problem with this is you're playing every 3 days. And so this series gets strung out, giving him more time. Whereas if it was any other series, if it was the second round, we'd be every other day.
But I kind of want him to play. Like I know it's a crazy thing to say.
But but here, if I'm what's his name, Budenholzer.
I don't think if I was Budenholzer, I would play him. I think I'd stay.
Right,
I would give him until Monday.
But here's what I'm saying, is that I see the advantage that we have. You have to keep going to that until they stop it.
Yeah, for sure.
So even with Giannis doing what Giannis does, that just adds another 6'10", 7-footer to the mix, making it that much more difficult. But the way that they play, keeping a big in the paint for rebounds, for alley-oops, and then having Giannis who can get around anybody, that creates even more of a problem.
The way you got to combat that, honestly, I don't even think it's a defensive thing. I think, like you almost need Bam to, it's one of those things where Bam's going to have to go at Brook a little bit and maybe get him in foul trouble early.
Right.
You got one on.
And you know what? When we got to the second and third quarter, I thought Jimmy was trying to do that.
Yeah.
But
but that's like they were okay. Like giving up 35 in the first quarter sucks. But it was you're like, all right.
28. It was only 7 points.
Yeah, it wasn't that big of it, but like, Jesus. That shooting performance was insane. I mean,
and that's and here's the deal in sports, right? You never want to put yourself in a situation where it's life or death, season over or season continues, when you're playing professional basketball, because that could happen. Right? So whatever you do, you want to keep this thing, to a point where that game was an anomaly.
Yep, for sure. We'll take a quick break. We'll hear a little bit from Eric Spoelstra, Jimmy Butler later on in the show. But we'll get back into the Cats. That was a big one last night. Matthew Tkachuk, brought it. He has them shook. He has the Bruins shaking in their boots, dude. Shaking in their boots up there in Beantown. Take a break. Back after this.
Go
All right, welcome back, people. It's Tobin and Leroy here with you on 560 WQM. Hey, if you guys want to go see world-famous magician, extreme illusionist, and stunt artist David Blaine in his first ever residency in Las Vegas, David Blaine and Spades is exclusively at Resorts World Las Vegas at the Resorts World Theater. Here's how you guys can win a trip to see him. You go to the Odyssey app, you log in, and you listen to WQAM, or go to WQAM.com and listen. You get 100 for every hour that you listen to us. The more you listen to WQM, the more chance you have to win. David Blaine and Spades playing April 28th through July 15th. Tickets on sale now at rwlasvegas.com or AXS.com. I'm already tired of Take Your Kid to Work Day. I don't like that you guys like the buttons that were against me. I don't like that. You guys come out here and you were like, oh, these are my favorite buttons. And that was ridiculous because you stop laughing, Marcos.
Tobin's a show pony.
Like, this is listen, you stop playing those buttons right now, dude.
Fraud with good access.
You stop going out there and you play all these things out there. Not a fan. Not a fan
Show
of it.
poniness.
I see you laughing too over there, dude. I'm sorry.
Why is mine not on the screen?
I don't know.
Oh, wow.
What?
Robot camera that's like does whatever it pleases.
What? I named mine Ted. There we go.
Listen,
Why is there a
stop. Hey, don't laugh at me being called a show pony.
Tobin's a fraud.
You knocked that off. It's not true. I don't know where that big voice got that. Dude, I don't like this.
Accusation.
I'm sick of
My favorite part is him saying, "You are." It's funny because it's true.
It's not funny. It's not true.
Tobin's a pony.
They know you best, dude. They know you best.
They don't know me best.
I don't know.
All right?
Okay.
Dude, I'm a professional, and I don't appreciate these kids just going out here just mocking me because of Mike Biamonte saying just outrageous things about me.
But I don't know, dude.
Tobin's a fraud. Tobin's a show pony.
They also like Fat Cat, though.
All right, get out of here, the two of you. I'm tired of you already. Meanwhile, the Panthers yesterday, big win against the Boston Bruins. Hey, let me. I don't know if you guys noticed this. Did you? I don't know if you noticed this, Leroy. Saw a lot of Bruins fans heading for those exits with a lot of time left. Rats off a ship. Rats off a ship, dude.
Hey, you know what sends fans home?
Not rats off a ship.
The old empty netter. the old empty netter will clear an arena.
It was like they hightailed it out there when the Panthers go up 3 goals. They're like, I gotta get out of here. I'm not watching this. Who are these guys? The Cats?
I heard a Rocky quote before then. He's not a machine. Now I was looking at Boston yesterday, like, these guys are beatable, huh?
Yep.
These guys are definitely
Yep.
beatable now.
No,
huh?
you gotta use another line from Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Which one's that?
If it bleeds, we can kill it.
That's right. Predator. It's true. It's true.
Yes, sir.
Or you could use it from Rocky V, where he goes, "Hey, you knocked him down. Try knocking me down."
Okay.
No.
You
That
push
doesn't
forward.
fit.
Nah, it fits,
That
dude.
doesn't fit. No, it doesn't.
You just wanted to throw that in there. I
Hey,
feel.
you knock him down. Let's try knocking me down, Tommy Guns.
Okay. That was Kachuk yesterday.
And what, dude? Kachuk was like giving him
Hey,
the business.
is
Did you
he-
see
is
that?
he-
They were getting dirty though. Dude.
Hey, how about this? Is he the one guy in hockey? You're glad he's on your team, but if he played for the other team, you'd hate him.
Definitely, he is. But like, normally your best player is not like who is
The
like
antagonist.
the antagonist who's like Radko Gudas and Brian and Lomberg going out there and starting trouble all the time and the song.
Gudas has a name. Radko Gudas has a name like, you know what? That guy's going to be trouble. If you never meet him and he says, my name's Radko Gudas, you're like, oh, yeah, let me put my mouthpiece in.
The butcher. he is the butcher.
And then he's got the beard.
Yep.
Oh.
And then Sam Bennett comes back yesterday, lights the lamp early, gets it going. So huge right there. Big return for them. And then, hell, dude, Lion King just keeps doing his thing. Just
I got to
keeps
tell
trucking.
you, I feel much better about the Panthers at 1-1 than I do about the Heat. And I know I started off by saying it's just one game and it doesn't matter how you lose.
Mm-hmm.
But I leave game 2 with the Panthers thinking, yeah, they deserve to be on the same ice and they can compete with this team. I leave the Heat game, even with all the threes made, thinking there's a size issue. So, although they're both 1-1, I feel better about the Panthers at this point.
Let's hear a little from Matthew Tkachuk after the game. This was him and Sam Bennett. They were up on the podium, and what they had to say about their Game 2 victory. Great beard on that Sam Bennett. Looks like the video has no audio. Ah, what the hell is that? You bums.
Damn it, Sam Bennett.
Get your stuff together, NHL. Hey, fix it.
Fix it, NHL.
Fix it, NHL.
You want me to call them?
Nah.
All right.
Who cares?
Who are you going to talk to?
You know,
Gary Bettman.
Stanley.
I feel like I can get
Lord Stanley. So you gonna place a call and say, I'd like to speak to Lord Stanley?
I would. Yes.
Oh, Lords. I thought you were talking about Stanley C. Panther.
I'll call him too.
Last time.
Well, last time we saw him, he was getting his ass kicked.
No, that was Victor Erat.
Oh, that was Victor Erat. Sorry.
Yeah.
Well, where was Stanley C. Panther backing up his guy?
I mean, they're not always in the same part of the arena.
Yeah.
That's code red. You got to get over there.
I spoke to Victor Erat, assuming that he speaks English, and they're not mad at the intern. It was the intern's first day, so everyone's chill about it. But I think the fans in the area should have rioted, and that's what I'm really mad at.
Robbie says the Bucks have both the playoff and NBA record for threes made in a game. Both were against the Heat. I was actually at that game. That was the COVID year.
The NBA record is 26. I thought the Cavs had it
in the playoffs, but they have the
Cavs.
I think they have the regular.
Cavs did it in the finals. I think.
Yeah, in the he's saying they had the NBA the regular season record too, and it was against the Heat.
Oh, okay.
I was at that game.
But they don't have the playoff record.
No, they don't have
the playoff record is 26.
They have the record for most against the Heat.
Right. Oh yeah.
Which they broke their own record, but
listen,
if
you have 25 and the NBA record is 26, that's going to be a record against all teams.
They have they had a game the year of the COVID year, the year after the bubble, when no fans were there, and I was at that game where they broke the record. It was a horrible watch. It was a horrible watch.
I mean, kind of. So was last night.
Yeah, but I'm not shook. I'm not shook at all. Everybody out here, I'm so sad.
I'm not.
Grow up and act like you watched playoff basketball before.
I'm not shook, but I am concerned because nobody on the Heat team gonna get any taller.
Yeah, but I mean, as much as the issue was, like, the tall was a problem, but 25 threes was a bigger issue, Leroy. Like that was, you
you're right. You're right, but guess why? Those guys would get no shots.
He opened it up, but it was at a ridiculous clip yesterday.
Yeah,
like they went to that game with an Uzi. The Heat had a pistol.
More like a slingshot.
Yeah, like a sling. It was ridiculous. But the Heat go down a 7-0 run, and they're like, "Oh, we got it to 19." You're like, "Oh, all right." And then halftime happened. Bang, bang, bang. Oh, all right. We're done with this one tonight, huh?
Yeah, and keep in mind, one of their misses was from 3-quarter court. Otherwise, it would have been even better.
We'll take a quick break, get back in the Heat. We'll hear from Spo on his thoughts of last night, Jimmy Buckets as well. Back with more after this. 15-minute lead. Bum, bum. 15 minutes of heat for your ass right here on 560 WQAM. Take you up until 2 o'clock here on the show. Got hour 2 coming on up. We got a little goosies, no goosies. Guy says, can Spo keep clumsy Kyle on the bench? What is he doing out there? I got to be honest with you, dude. I don't have much analysis because it was a crazy game yesterday. I don't know if he's hurt again, but he was far and away the worst player on the court last night. Wow. I thought Kyle had like, at least 3 to my mind had like pick sixes, just like awful turnovers and that's like, he's supposed to be the organizer. He's supposed to be the guy who keeps it all in check. And he just had some, I don't know if because he did tweak his knee. Remember at the end of the playing game, so I don't know if but he looked bad yesterday.
I'm starting to appreciate Gabe Vincent a little bit more.
Gabe Vincent's been awesome,
right? And I don't know. Do you like Dunks starting? I know Dunks started. Do you like it that way or because Dunks? I mean, Dunks gave up a 4-point play. He threw the ball to the other team.
Didn't shoot a 3.
And I got to tell you, every time he does something like that, I want to close up a Spo.
Because the Spo cam watching him.
Yeah, because it's like he doesn't want to be he doesn't want to pull a escape hatch on Duncan Robinson, but every time he does something, it doesn't help.
It was, I don't know. I don't know, dude. I don't know if it's.
I'm feeling much better with Gabe and the twin with Caleb. Yeah,
Caleb's good. Both of them good.
Right.
Max wasn't great yesterday. Max was like getting. Yeah. He felt like he was late on every closeout. Like they were, it's tough. I mean, when they were moving the ball so pristine yesterday. Yeah. But it felt like Max Strus' old cement feet was like, he was behind him. Can we hear from Eric Spoelstra after the game? This was Spo talking about, listen, we have a history of these kinds of games against the Bucks. Here's Spo after the game.
I'm sorry, I delayed
the coach.
I apologize.
Top 15er.
There you go.
I feel like we've had some of these games with them, where they've shot 50+ threes. Actually the home game we had 21 threes and we were able to beat them, with 21 made threes. But we've also had these kind of avalanches, where they've just been able to, they had some good, clean, easy looks at the beginning. And then once they got on a roll, they're hitting some tough step backs, stuff at the end of the clock. Anytime there was kind of a momentum shift, they seemed to knock down a big one. So you have to credit them with that. We had an idea that they were probably going to shoot, 50+, and they answered the bell on that, and then some. They also got everything in the paint, as well.
Yeah, I mean, Spo should be a meteorologist because he predicted this. He said after game 1, we're going to be facing a hurricane. Now, I don't know if he knew it was with Giannis, without Giannis. Doesn't matter. He knew that there was going to be a 3-point barrage probably coming their way, and they did.
Well, I mean, if you look at what they've been all year and what the Heat have been all year, neither team was anything close to that in game 1. And game 2 was more of an indication of what these teams have been all year. I mean, they shoot a lot of threes, which is weird with all that size. They still shoot a boatload of threes. And it's hard to match it with twos.
Angels.
Oh, man. Goodness.
Him and Grayson Allen.
Grayson Allen.
Let's hear from Bam after the game. Bam on the series being tied 1-1. That's what he had to say.
Series is 1-1, so, the guys in my locker room I'm a ride with. That's what it's all about. We didn't come this far to come this far. And, you know, everybody's doing everything they can, watching film, you know, seeing how they can be better. So it is an offense that you said that about my teammates, but, you know, we'll lock in, buy in, and get ready for game 3.
I wonder what they said about his teammates.
Hold on. Let's back that up.
Yeah.
We had a words mean words situation.
No, we
Start it off again.
Series is 1-1, you know, so, you know, the guys in my locker room I'm around with. You know, that's what it's all about. We didn't come this far to come this far. And
You've never heard of that?
you know, everybody.
No.
Before?
Never heard that.
Just to come this far. I've heard that saying before.
Really?
Oh,
From who?
dude.
Bam?
No, I've heard. I mean, people. It's a sports thing. We didn't come this far just to come this far. You know?
I've never heard that before.
Oh, it's a thing, dude. People say it. People say it.
Marcos, and I'm looking at you, and you've never heard it either.
I didn't. So I Googled it and it auto-completed, apparently.
Yep.
It is a motivational term. They got it on Pinterest, Spotify.
Do we have the origin of quote? Who was the first person to say it?
No, it's one of those things that's been around for longer than I anticipated, apparently.
Wow. We didn't come this far.
Yeah.
Just to come this far.
2016, the Huffington Post.
Huh.
Nah. I feel like it's a thing that I guess people have been saying. Did sound like a words mean words kind of moment, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Wait, that is exactly what that is.
Silly Sauce says, Leroy, did you even play sports? Come on.
Wow.
It's like saying it ain't over till it's over.
No, that's different. That's different.
Oh,
That's
come
different.
on.
That's different.
Same.
I want to know what the question.
Definitively say, oh, it's not over until it's over. Right.
Do we have Marcos says, do we have Bam Mariah? Because I would like to know what that guy said that offended Bam, because he's like, what you're saying was an offense to my teammates.
Yeah, that's true. I can get it. Give me 60 seconds.
All right, I'll give you 60 seconds. But
please don't count.
Sophie, count. I'm just kidding.
Hey, you know what's funny, man? Kids, they are up on their time.
Yeah.
Like if you say I'll do it in a minute, the countdown has begun.
Another guy says, he said, damn, Heat no showing game 2 getting stomped without Giannis. Yeah, they got crushed. I mean, they did. It was embarrassing. I got into a little bit of I don't want to say a quibble. I just disagreed with the verbiage of it. Like the great Barry Jackson, who is, you know, as credible as they come, he described it yesterday as demoralizing. And I don't think it's demoralizing. I don't think it's I don't know if I'm being semantic samurai on it, but like I feel like demoralizing is like, oh, we can't, there's no coming back from this. There's like
no. That's not entirely. It just means that you got the hurricane.
Direct hit.
And from that standpoint, when you see guys with one leg up, fading away, making threes, like you're like, come on. That's the demoralizing part of it. Not that the team is so demoralized they ain't gonna bounce back. But that victory with how they were making these threes, and like they weren't, like they were going in the middle of the basket. That's the demoralizing part. When you run around, there were times where, look, he played defense for 23 and a half seconds. Yeah. And then a three. That's the demoralizing part of it.
There was one that was on an offensive rebound, kicks around. The one thing we haven't brought up yet, while Marcos is getting that thing from you, have it? All right, well, let's hear. Yeah. I want to hear what he was offended by.
All right.
Was that something you guys weren't doing, or were they just having an incredible shooting night?
I mean, shooting 51% from the three-point line sounds like a incredible night. But for the most part, you know, I feel like some of it was, you know, our details. I feel like we didn't communicate as much as we should have. And when it starts the domino effect, you start to think everything's the problem. You know, some of those, they were making tough shots, and some of those we had defensive laps.
And when they were able to target and then get Brook going in the those first 60 minutes, does that affect the rest of the game once that part of their game has been established?
Say it again?
Once they've kind of gone to Brook, and he had like 6 minutes, he could take the 6 minutes.
You know, I feel like he does make a difference when he's aggressive. And, you know, they're a different team when he's aggressive and they get him involved. When he's not involved, you know, it's one of those things we try to take advantage of. And tonight, you know, he took advantage of, you know, having smaller guys on him, getting to the foul line. You know, he was making his touch shots.
Do stretches like that lead to better threes for them once the defense?
Personally, I think it's the Ira question.
I
come
feel like
up.
tonight they was just making great shots. You know, I feel like you can tell they came out with a different mentality, and you know the emphasis was getting Brook the ball and shooting more threes, and you know they made a lot of them.
Yeah, since the 2020 finals and that team, when you were starting alongside guys like Myers and Kelly, you were playing with a lot smaller lineups. Does it get to the point sometimes when you see bigger teams? I mean, this would be even without Giannis, but certainly Bobby can play bigger also. How tough is it to keep banging heads against these bigger lineups? And I know sometimes when you switch out, you look and it's just, no offense, but Max there or Gabe or someone else. How tough is it to sort of survive and persevere like that, as opposed to when you started and you had Myers and you had Kelly and you had other height in the lineup?
Series is 1-1, you know, so, you know, the guys in my locker room I'm around with. You know, that's what it's all about. We didn't come this far to come this far. And, you know, everybody's doing everything they can, watching film, you know, seeing how they can be better. So it is an offense that you said that about my teammates, but, you know, we'll lock in, buy in, and get ready for game 3.
I like locking in and buying it. I didn't even hear
Hey,
that part. I didn't
you know
find
what
it to
I
be
was told?
Mm-hmm.
You can't coach 7 foot.
Yeah, I don't find it to be an offensive question from Ira. I think it's a fair.
I'm gonna tell you this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna tell you this. You do a whole lot of switching and get Bam on the perimeter, and then dumping inside with either Portis or Brook Lopez, and you see Gabe Vincent hanging on the back of him.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying, like, Ira's question is not an offensive question. It's not like he's calling Max a bum. He's saying Max is 6'4".
Short. Right.
You know, like there's nothing offensive about, like, those are just the physical facts of it. Bam is the only guy on the court who is taller than 6'8".
And to be honest with you, I've been saying this all year.
No, you have. Listen, it has been. But the other thing is, like, you know, the way Brook played is not. That's kind of like Nets Brook Lopez back in the day.
That's coaching adjustments.
It has been,
and guess what? Here's the deal. No matter how much you adjust, you can't adjust with a 7-footer to match him.
Yeah, but he's not going to play. Like, that's the thing. Like, it depends. If Giannis plays like that, he's not going to play in there.
Why wouldn't they?
Because he's not going to.
But if the job is to win the series,
because where's Giannis going to go?
And you have a clear, find a way. You have to have a big, either Portis or Brook Lopez in the paint at all times. You can move them around and give Giannis room back and forth, but I can promise you, for the rest of this series, there will be a 7-footer near the basket.
We'll see.
Why would you change it?
We'll see.
I'm just saying, Tobin, if you're the coach, even if Giannis comes back, you're not going to stop doing that.
Yeah, I guess, but like the bigger thing yesterday was the threes, not the paint stuff.
But you don't get the threes without the paint stuff.
Yeah, it was a great start by them. But
you see what I'm saying? Like the two go hand in hand. We've seen Heat play basketball like this. Penetration, dump it inside out. We've seen this.
I know, but they literally, like, we do this every playoffs with them. And even when, like, last year, like, they weren't bigger than Philly and they were able to handle them, even with Joel in there. You know, same thing, you know, with Boston, it was toe-to-toe down to a game. Like, they never had the size advantage. I get you, but it's not like we're talking about stuff that's not new. It's not.
Right, but here, in a series, you find a sweet spot. Right? They found a sweet spot. You continue to do it.
But give Eric Spoelstra 2 days to adjust to that. Like, you know, and you don't think he can figure things out?
Here's my question. Unless you play zone, how do you adjust to not having anybody as big as their 3 3 players.
You may have to do that. You may have to just maybe they go back to starting Kevin Love. I don't know.
Love.
Love.
All right, I get it. Like, I'm just like, you are dismissing a portion of this series.
Not dismissing
that is going to play out, and you're just kind of shrugging it off, like, oh no, we can handle that. And I'm like,
I am. Here's what I'm shrugging off. I'm shrugging off Brook Lopez looking like Hakeem Olajuwon for the rest of the series. Yes.
Yeah, but guess what? He can look like that nobody else can. 7 foot.
Yeah, cool. But he's also a giant ostrich who's clumsy half the time.
Okay. Okay. But if Brook Lopez doesn't work out, you got Giannis, who's damn near 7 feet, and then you got Bobby Portis, who's 6'10".
Okay.
Like, they can keep, if your only defender that's over 6'8" is Bam, they can strategically move him out of the way. And then what do you have in the paint? That's what's been happening. How do you combat that?
I'm with you. That has to they have figured out, but that's not a new problem. Like they've been through that before. It's not something like Eric Spoelstra all of a sudden like, oh my God, they have a 7-footer and they took it. Like, we've been seeing this all year and they've been able to fix it. You know?
Okay. Like I just based on, and I'm not even talking about the threes, but what was the paint scoring?
I'm sure it was a lot to a little less.
We're talking about the threes and how crazy it was with them shooting the threes, but I think the more important thing is
you can say it's more important, and it's okay. I'm not saying it's not a factor because obviously the ball movement was fantastic and it had them scrambling. But I'm sorry, if you hit a record-breaking amount of threes, I'm gonna look at that and say, yeah, that was because we even said Leroy that Brook Lopez had his best quarter in the first quarter. They were fine.
Right.
They were fine. The game changed because that team could not miss from 3. It did.
Okay. You're like, I think the difference between me and you is that you will chalk certain things up to just not going to happen again. And I agree. They ain't going to make 25 threes. But the Heat didn't stop them from scoring in the paint either.
No, they didn't. Listen, it was the
only thing that you bringing back into the mix is the guy who leads the NBA in paint scoring.
Yeah, it's a complete annihilation. But here's the thing: if you're bringing the guy who leads the league in paint scoring, and Bam was second, by the way, second or third, but the thing that's going to change is that 7-footer's not going to be in the paint because the whole point of it is they like him out there to create space so Giannis can operate in the paint.
Okay. Me personally, I wouldn't change the game plan as it was last.
I don't disagree with you. If I was them and if I was Budenholzer, I would sit Giannis an extra game. I would get him all the way right.
I would say even if Giannis plays, it would still be centered around what you did last week because that's a clear advantage that until the Heat show you they can stop it and stop that presence in the paint, what's going to happen is you're going to have open threes the whole series. And so while you're saying they made a record number of threes, and I agree with that, probably not going to happen again, they're still going to get wide open threes because they're exploiting the paint with that size.
We'll take a quick break. Howard Tua coming up next. It's our Tua. It's our Tua. Tua. Tunga Vailoa. Not
Tua Tagovailoa.
A for effort. Dolphins quarterback.
Tua.
It's our Tua. It's our Tua.
Tua.
Tua. Tua. Chris Sims can go to hell. Tua Tagovailoa. Dolphins quarterback.
Daddy loves you guys.
Our Tua with Tobin and Leroy.
Check the history of food.
Tua.
No. That's not how you do it.
Nice. Good form.
How does that sound like a goose?
Because you got goosies, dude. Because it's our Tua.
I got the goosies.
I got the goosies.
We are playing
Goosies galore.
We are playing Goosies, no Goosies later. It's Take Your Kid to Work Day. So Sofia
Nice.
Tobin, Tommy Tobin, both in studio.
Mhm.
Tommy Tobin is currently playing Lego World right now.
Yeah, indeed. It looks like he's doing well.
Oh, he's dominating.
Yeah, he's
Dominating Lego World right now as he
sure.
is. Oh man,
Okay.
what happened?
I need the ocean.
Oh.
I got a new island.
There he goes.
Oh,
New
wow.
island, dude. New
That's really
island.
nice. He's
So-
actually underwater because of the floods last week.
Right.
He's
That's exactly
affected
right.
by the
That's
game.
exactly right. They were, it was. Has everybody got gas now? Or is it still crazy out there?
No, most of the places are open, dude.
Most places have it now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're back to normal officially.
I was hitting J-Fig up who was waiting in the line, and I'm driving by all these places, and there's no line.
Yeah, but you followed a tanker, dude. Like I can't really.
But that was 2 days ago.
Yeah, but you
I
can't
mean-
necessarily. No one is hijacking a fuel tanker quite like Leroy Horde is. Like it's Fast and Furious. So some people are. I actually asked Hollywood this morning if he got gas yet. He said no. But
There was a like getting onto the turnpike today.
yeah,
There was not an accident. A car was just like in the lane,
Just
stopped,
there.
and I'm pretty sure it just ran out of gas.
that is rough.
I'm pretty
So-
sure it just ran out of gas and just
So
it
my
just held up
question
the
is
entire.
that, dude, here, I remember my grandfather used to say this, and it's bro science at its best. I said, "Hey, Papa, your tank is on E. Oh, that just means I got a quarter of a tank left."
A quarter. It's like I know I push it too.
You can
but
play that game. Like,
a quarter. I know my car.
Dude, I played it so much that I kept resetting it, and when it say low fuel, and it just wouldn't give me a distance. So I'm like, that makes it even terrifying.
Stunned Steve says it's because I live in horse country. Every gas station down south still out of gas.
It's rough.
I ended up getting gas down south. I followed the tanker past the stadium.
What?
Yeah.
Gee.
I saw
Good
him.
luck. Far.
I saw him on I was on just south of Pembroke Pines because I was on University. And I know there's a lot of gas stations on University. So I was just gonna go and check out all the little gas stations until I hit one. Because that's the one street that I know there's a bunch of gas stations. So I get like 180th, and then I run into this tanker. And that's when I asked him. And so we went past the stadium and then pulled into a gas station. It wasn't even like a name brand. It was like Sun Pro or something like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you like there's like down here, like, I don't know. J-Fig, you want me to bring you some gas?
Can we get to some headlines here brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Supercenter? Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks. Ooh, close up.
Miami
Let's get
Heat.
it.
If you guys don't know, now you know. The Miami Heat got smoked last night. Oof. Record-breaking 3 performance against Miami. Most they've given up, most points they've given up. Both records that the Milwaukee Bucks already had. They won 138-112 to 122. Were you guys laughing when it did get down to like 14 yesterday with like 5 minutes left? When they had all the when they had Zeller and they were playing Haywood Highsmith and Duncan was just going nuts in the fourth quarter because I think they put up 37 in the fourth quarter. And Budenholzer strangely was playing his starters like the entire way. It was very strange.
You know what's crazy? How you going to 14 something run and still down 16?
I know.
Right? Like
but it was like there for a second, like, oh, and then like Portis hit a 3, and I was like, okay, maybe the craziness can end. But it was he played his starters till like the end of the game. Like he had
Brooke, but keep in mind a lot of who started yesterday were role players.
But not really. Like also they like Connaughton.
You wanted Gogi?
Gogi didn't get to play except for like the last 60 seconds, and they were up like 20. It hurt. It hurt watching Gogi in that uniform. I didn't like it.
I mean, he wouldn't have helped this team.
I didn't like. I don't care. I don't like it. I don't like him cheering on Pat Connaughton.
I didn't like that, dude. Like you can go work wherever you want to.
Yeah, he can, but it doesn't mean I have to like it.
And there's one thing you're overlooking. What if the Heat didn't want him?
Obviously it probably seems to be the issue, right? They didn't want him,
right? Like you always make it seem like if a guy come back here, like the Heat have something to say about that too.
Yeah, well, did you see how our point guard was playing yesterday?
Which one?
Backup one. The game was good.
Woo! I just think we have a lot of good players, but none of them have size. And the way they switch things, you always see a little bitty point guard getting back down by a 7-footer. I'm tired of seeing that. But there's nothing that can happen.
You can talk about height all you want. Kyle Lowry's getting defended by the ground yesterday. Falling all over the place.
We need that Brooks Koepka cone because that's who was guarding him.
Oof. Meanwhile, the Panthers, they win. They even up the series.
Salvage the 305 parlay.
Yep.
Otherwise, we would have went over, and they turned it on in the third quarter. It was a good game.
Yeah, we got to pack up. All right. So if you guys got stuff to do, you gotta make the wifey happy tonight. Whatever.
Do it tonight.
Because tomorrow, business. Panthers. Saturday, Heat. Business. Sunday, Panthers. Business. Monday, Heat. Business. All right. 4 straight days of playoffs.
Are you boots on the ground?
I won't be Saturday because I got the MMA show, but I will be Monday.
Okay. So do you like put it on the screen, like on the side?
Yeah, I'll set it up in my garage. I'll watch it. I'll probably be very distracted during the show. But it's a big fight night too because we got Ryan Garcia, Tank Davis.
Okay,
that's right.
All right.
Oh, I'm excited about that. Oh.
Yeah, it should be good actually.
Very excited about that fight.
I honestly didn't think it was going to happen.
Really?
Yeah, you know how boxing is.
You just thought like shenanigans were gonna have.
I thought Deerfield Beach was gonna call and say, "Hey, we don't like this boxing."
That was wild. What a wild story that was.
That is a wild. Like, I mean,
we had the president of bare knuckle fighting this week, and he explained how Delray's city manager says, "You're not gonna have bare knuckle in my town." Like he's a sheriff.
Wait, bare knuckle. The birthplace is South Florida.
I know.
How can you say we don't want bare knuckle in South Florida? It's the OG home of bare knuckle.
I'm with you, dude. I am with you.
I think people don't understand. We saw it, and you're not just throwing a whole bunch of jabs. You picking your spots because you could very well break your hand just as much as you could cut somebody's face.
We'll get to Tua in just a bit, as obviously he's making national headlines as we predicted yesterday with the whole retirement talk. So we'll hear from Tua.
Like it's not that big of a deal. I know everybody's gonna play it, but if you are a professional anything and you go through something that you haven't had to experience in your career, I mean, with either a serious injury or tragedy or something like that, that is always one of the considerations until you work through it. And I think Tua's no different. Like,
Yeah.
he's
Well,
just more public.
We'll get to it in just a sec. Marlins are off today. They take on the Guards. But before we get to break, Leroy, can we get a weather update from the Demesman and
I
Dover
sure
Law Firm?
can.
Your accidentattorneys.com. Free consultations 24/7. Call them at 866-954-MORE.
Over to the windowplex I go. It is partly cloudy, kind of a haze in the sky. I would say partly to mostly cloudy. Who am I kidding? There's a slight bit of sun. Pleasant day, 75, 80 degrees. Wind is blowing. Looking for something. Looks like it's coming out of the southeast at about 10, 15 miles an hour.
There you go.
It's kind of hard to tell.
Two best weathermen in town.
When you're looking up at the clouds, and there's so many clouds, you can't tell which way they're moving.
Mm-hmm.
And my trees.
Giannis anywhere?
Huh?
Do you see Hurricane Giannis anywhere?
No. They
There's
didn't need him.
low pressure coming in.
Yeah.
We'll take a quick break. Back after this.
WQAM.
All right, welcome back, everybody. It's Tobin and Leroy. Hey, it's April, and Dave & Buster's month continues. We've got your chance to win a $250 gift card from Dave & Buster's to watch the NBA and NHL playoffs and more. Go to WQM.com, enter on the contest page, and if you win, you can go to Dave & Buster's with your gift card and have a party all on us. Dave & Buster's. Eat, drink, play, watch sports at Dave & Buster's in Hollywood. A lot of Dolphins fodder yesterday as the Dolphins were speaking. You had Chris Greer speaking for the media to the media yesterday. You had Xavier Howard addressing the media yesterday. Tua Tagovailoa was addressing the media yesterday. Marvin Allen, assistant GM, was there with Chris Greer addressing the media. So it was all happening. But the big headline that came out nationally, Tua considered retirement last year. That was the big headline. It's all over the place, Leroy. Like I saw today on Jet Up, it was, did Tua make the right decision to come back?
Oh my God!
Did he? Did he make the right?
You know what?
There, the thought of Tua playing football,
and I don't normally say this.
Yep.
But I hate when outsiders comment on internal things. Every person in sports, when he gets into a situation, whether it's demotion, whether it's pay cut, whether it's cut, whether it's traded, whether it's injured, you have these conversations because you wonder if this is it. Because you think you're going to play a long period of time, but you don't know that. And so you always wonder, is this the event that's going to take me out of the sport? As time passes, as you start healing, as you start learning about your circumstance and your situation, you get over that.
Right.
But you have these conversations with yourself. I used to have them damn near after every year because my body hurt so much. And then after a month or so, I'd heal and it's time to work out and I get back into it. It's not anything new.
We know those comments. We played him yesterday about his retirement, but I want to talk about the important thing. Jiu Jitsu. And Tua, he was talking about, you just got excited, huh, Tommy? This is Dolphins quarterback Tua Tagovailoa discussing how he is taking Jiu Jitsu.
Still a white belt. I'm still a white belt. I just started.
So what have you learned, though?
Obviously learned how to fall. Learn some grappling techniques. Learn some other things, too, that I don't think I should disclose, but for the most part, learn how to fall. You'd think it's easy, just don't fall and hit your head, but I mean, there's a lot more to it.
That's right, dude. There's a lot more to it.
Takes skill.
A lot, right, Tommy? You do jiu-jitsu.
Can I tell you something?
And I got my first, and I still have one stripe.
Got a stripe on your belt.
So he's ahead of Tua.
Wow.
He's ahead of Tua because he's got a stripe and a white belt.
Maybe he can teach Tua.
Have you? How important is learning how to fall in jiu-jitsu? Isn't that like the first thing you learn?
Yeah, it's one of the first things you learn. You put your chin down.
Oh.
But you'd fall, but I'm not going to do it. But
No.
you just slam it.
Break your fall, dude. It's literally like the first thing you learn.
That's a good point, though.
I understand. Can I just say this?
Yeah.
Look,
Wow.
I appreciate everybody getting excited about Tua taking jiu-jitsu and learning how to fall.
Dude, what an idea.
Pretty good.
But the other guy is not going to give you time to prepare for your fall.
I mean, the other guy
And in fact, one of the times when he was slammed, it don't matter how much you learn how to fall. He's slinging you around like a rag doll.
Now you got to keep balance too. How important? What about? Don't you learn balance with somebody trying to go at you in a match? Like you're trying to keep yourself up, right?
Football is not a match, dude.
Oh, it's a match, dude. It's a match of strength. It's a match of strength, dude.
Can I just say this?
Yeah.
To both of you.
Could be Tommy.
Yeah.
Me and Tommy are idiots?
No, you and Marcos.
Oh, we're idiots. Yeah, well, we are idiots.
Well,
My dad is not an idiot.
Yeah, that's right. Sometimes.
Wait. What about?
Never.
I don't think he. Hello, I'm over.
Oh
no.
We're not defending you, Frog Boy.
All right, that's fine.
You guys
So,
know there's a market
look,
sick.
No.
I get it.
They don't
I
have-
get what he's trying to do, and
Yeah,
I understand it.
Tuck your chin.
But it's football, dude. You ain't got time for all that getting in position to fall. That dude.
That's the thing. It's all reacting. Like the point is like you're contorting your body. You're learning reaction on the fly, baby.
All right.
You read Schmeathen's comment?
Yeah.
I can tell you a number of times
Mm-hmm.
where I got my butt slung down on the ground and jumped and pounced on.
Yeah.
And jiu-jitsu wasn't going to save me.
Because you're not doing a break fall, yo.
You're not exactly.
Oh,
that's-
no,
yeah,
no,
that's
no.
a break
No,
fall. you
here's
know?
the other thing, Tommy,
Got a break fall.
right?
Yeah.
Football has no weight class. So
Hmm.
the guy that's throwing
he's
me around weighs 50 or 60, sometimes 70 pounds more than me.
Same thing with Tommy.
No.
I like how he's trying to school my 7-year-old on weight class.
Not working, yo.
Not working, dude. Not working.
Nice try, Leroy.
Good try, dude.
Let's hear a little bit
Wait,
more.
hold on, hold on.
Tommy, we appreciate your jiu-jitsu expertise here.
First of all, I don't know how I should feel about not being able to get the most out of a 7-year-old.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I mean, look.
You know what he did?
I know who his dad is, and
You want to know what just
and we
happened?
quibble.
You want to know what you just did, Tommy? You boxed Leroy in.
No, you know what? I did not get boxed in by a 7-year-old.
You boxed in by a child.
Man.
Anyway,
You know what you
Thank
get,
you, kid.
Tommy? You know what you get, Tommy? You get this.
where you going? Why are you leaving?
Back of his head, huh?
Wow, he just left us just like that, Sophie.
Are you a chicken, yo? Are you a chicken, Leroy?
Oh.
Are you a chicken?
What now?
Hey,
Hey,
come get the
I only go back and forth with people that have all their teeth.
Oh,
So,
Yes, yo, I'm 7. That's way past. That's way behind, but still.
yeah.
All right. Well,
It's getting intense.
all right, get out of here.
All right.
Let's go to more from Tua. Here is Tua Tagovailoa. What else he's been working on this offseason?
Well, there's been a lot of areas. Obviously, strength work has been really big throughout this offseason for me with, getting my legs under me, kind of, building my upper body, building around my neck, my core. All of that has been taken into consideration and, been doing a lot more, to try to help myself, sustain the season.
Yeah, we saw it, dude. We saw those quad picks. Not skipping leg day, that's for sure.
by the way, one of the things I appreciate seeing his growth is to watch the transformation of his body. It happens to a lot of guys that play in the league for a minute. You remember Tom Brady running the 40 and what he looked like.
Listen,
5 years after that.
No, Tom Brady was like Benjamin Button. Like he like it was crazy because he looked worse the younger he was.
He looked like Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden he like went avocados and no strawberries and amazing.
But that's my point. That's the natural progression of a person that has to develop his body to be able to withstand the hits and stuff like that. And I think that's more important than learning how to fall. Because I'm going to keep saying this. On a football field, you don't have as much control of that as you think.
Stolen McRib says Leroy trying to roast a 7-year-old. Hate to say it, but Robert Smith would never do it.
What is this? This mess with Leroy Day. First I get heckled by 2 kids who I thought Uncle Leroy was,
They love their Uncle Leroy, but
Daddy
Not
You know?
anymore, dude. He disowned you now.
He disowned me.
He just disowned you, bro.
That's
Hey,
like,
well,
He talked about his teeth.
he'll grow back eventually. It'll take like 8 years.
dude, he's gonna be on smoothies soon because he's gonna lose that second front chopper real soon.
Oh,
He's gonna be doing, you know.
don't worry. When he goes to school, all the kids look the same.
That's true. It's gonna look like Matthew Kachuk. You know, it's just a smile. It looks like a hockey enforcer. Speaking of disrespect, even I think that LeBron was disrespected a bit too much yesterday.
What?
Yup. I thought it went a bit too far. Tell you about it next. All right, welcome back, you rascals. Tobin and Leroy here with you on 560. Oh, thank you, Jack. Tough one for him to watch last night. Hey, we'd like to give you a chance to head to Las Vegas to see legendary magician, extreme illusionist, and stunt artist David Blaine in his first ever residency in Las Vegas. David Blaine in Spades is at the Resorts World Theater, and here's how you guys can win a trip to see him. You go to the Odyssey app, you log in, and you listen to WQAM, or you go to WQAM.com and listen. You'll get one entry for every hour that you listen. The more you listen to WQAM, the more chances you have to win. David Blaine Spades playing April 28th through July 15th. The tickets are on sale now at rwlasvegas.com or AXS.com. So the Heat weren't the only team.
Give me the dirt.
The Heat weren't the only team yesterday to lose to a team without their star. Ja Morant did not play. And the Lakers.
But they're really good without Ja Morant. They're not as good, but they're still really, really good.
I don't think they were as good without him this year, though. They were like, that was the thing, definitely the last year when he missed a ton of time. But either way, they still have a lot of great, like the Bucks. They have a lot of really good players. You know, Jaren Jackson, Dillon Brooks, Desmond Bane, who hit Kevin Love right in the grapefruits. So you know they got a lot of talent on that team. But Dillon Brooks, this guy's becoming a bit of a habitual line stepper,
troublemaker.
He's a troublemaker.
Is he new Lance Stevens?
Yep.
Yeah, I think he's better than Lance Stevenson. But yeah,
the antics.
So yesterday he's being asked about LeBron. And look, you guys know me and LeBron. Complex relationship, you know? Said some things. But even I
said a lot of things.
But even I, a card-carrying member and staff holder of the Pope of Petty, even I thought this was a bit strong from Dillon Brooks because he used the O word when it came to LeBron. And I've never heard it with just such disdain. Here was Dillon Brooks after the Grizzlies win.
And when they started making a run.
There are some people, the Lakers are making that run, they get it to 14. You and LeBron have that exchange. There are people out there that say maybe you shouldn't do that with one of the better players in the game. What were you thinking?
I don't care. He's old. You know what I mean? I was waiting for that. I was expecting him to do that game 4, game 5. He wanted to say something when I got my 4th foul. He shouldn't have said that earlier on. But, you know, I poke bears. I don't respect no one until they come and give me 40. So I pride myself on, you know, what I do is defense and taking on any challenge that's on the board.
Wow.
So wait.
Wow.
He says he don't respect nobody that can't get 40.
No, that doesn't give him 40. You got to give him 40. You got to feed him a 40 piece for Dillon Brooks to respect you.
That's a little much, though.
But he called him
40.
You're calling him old.
Yeah, that was rough. Rough. Good luck.
You know what that means, right?
I don't know. I mean, like,
wait. LeBron is not LeBron because he takes things like that lightly.
He took it personally.
But if he does, you know what's coming next, right?
50.
I don't know, man. Like, look.
You don't think? Wait a minute.
Disrespectful to call.
No, first of all, Dillon Brooks.
I don't care.
He's 5 inches shorter than LeBron. So if LeBron wanted to, he could abuse him.
Dillon Brooks is a really good defender. He's a good player.
Okay.
But
you take Dillon Brooks, I'll take LeBron.
I'm not taking Dillon Brooks over LeBron, but he don't care. Like, this is him. He is a.
That's fine. That's fine. But think of the disrespect. You are talking about a person that has scored more points in the same league you play in than Jordan,
Kareem,
Kobe, Kareem.
He's number one.
Right, number one. And you poking that bear? Like listen, There's poking bears and there's poking cocaine bear.
He's poking cocaine bear and dismissing poking that cocaine bear.
Right.
Like it's not even a big
Treat
deal.
him just like another bear.
Because he's an old man.
Okay.
That's what he's going with.
Wait, didn't LeBron average 30 this year?
But he's not even concerned because he's old. Like that's the thing.
You average 30 and somebody call you old.
I don't care. He's old.
I mean, I was like, wow.
I've never blowing in the ear was disrespectful. Don't get me wrong when Lance Stevenson did that, but I've never heard anybody speak about it.
Let me ask you, you are really talking as if though you are scared for Dillon Brooks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, why? And then what he's gonna say? Here's what trash talkers say. You ready? I'm gonna tell you now. Here's what's gonna happen. Dillon, do you respect LeBron? He scored 45. It's just one game.
Just one game. Yeah.
Right. You know it's coming. We all know it's coming. He just gonna move the bar.
Move them goalposts.
Yeah.
Take it back a few yards. As long as he's not Jason Sanders, he'll hit it.
Oh, so you appreciate a man like Dillon Brooks because you got a lot of that.
You don't have to go that far. I mean, I'm not I can respect
you poke me every day.
I would never say these things to you though. I would never just
old.
You old. Except the
you
time
have a whole skit about it.
Except the time I thought that you went to school with Carl Weathers.
Wait,
I'm sorry.
You say it all the time. Oh, the old love Cracker Barrel. Oh, the old love.
No. I'll disrespect the old. Well, I don't even feel like I'm disrespecting. I'm just saying facts. But anyway, 560, you're on the air. What's your name?
It's Chapo. How you doing, Tobin?
What's up, Chapo? How are you, buddy?
Chapo.
I'm doing great. Hey, how you doing, Leroy?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Do you feel bad for Dillon Brooks? Because it's coming.
I feel bad for Dillon Brooks. He's about to get a 50-piece fed to him. But I just want to give you guys a quick laugh. Did you guys hear Wendy this morning talk about complex relationships? I know we got one with Wendy. He called this guy Diet Draymond.
Wow, did he really?
Disrespect.
That's a good line by Wendy.
Thanks, Chapo.
He is. I mean, he's Draymond without the Draymond's got the depoy and all that type of stuff. But yeah, man, that's.
Can I tell you what though? This is significant.
I like Draymond like got that whole thing with him and Draymond. Like they got into it because Draymond called LeBron the B word. I almost feel like this is more disrespectful to just call
him old.
Just to call him, but like it's not even that he's old. It's like
no, he said I ain't scared of him because he's old.
Because he's old,
not because he's 6'8" and 270.
Crazy to me.
If LeBron doesn't put up 40 or 50 though within the next couple games, I think the LeBron era is over.
What?
That's it, dude.
What?
I almost
wait. Wait a minute.
Yep.
Dillon Brooks, what are you doing?
No, he just pointed it out, and it's true. We all expect LeBron to take.
What if they win the series?
Nope.
See, LeBron. Here's the thing.
Not the same.
Well, that's the thing.
I literally believe that if LeBron wanted to score 40, he could.
Well, no, that's the thing.
That's
Like
not how he plays.
The guy who should really be feeding the bird right now is Anthony Davis because he's playing like a monster. Like,
right.
So
but that's my point.
It's almost like you took LeBron out of his game. It's the chess. It's like a chess mind game from Dillon Brooks. But man,
LeBron ain't gonna fall. But wait, here's the deal: if LeBron never scores 40, but AD gets off because LeBron's feeding him, mission accomplished.
Nope, not good enough.
Not for Dillon Brooks.
They could lose a game for all I care, but LeBron needs to put up 40 or it's official. The LeBron era is over.
He also stared down LeBron after starting 3 for 11 from 3.
What is going on with that?
Guy says, Carl Weathers, he's like 80. I missed. I didn't know.
Oh, God. Dude, I was like 20 when, what year did Happy Gilmore come out?
96, 95.
That is 96.
Yeah, I was 25.
My bad.
26. What the hell are you like? Carl Weathers was great then.
I miscalculated by a few decades.
My goodness.
My heart was in the right place.
No, dude, I was 3 when he was at St. Aug.
We'll take a quick break. Get to a little cat talk. Panthers, big win yesterday. That's next. Oh, man. Feeling it, baby. Cats evening up that series. Take you up until 2 o'clock. Tobin and Leroy here back with you. 2 playoff games yesterday, 2 game twos yesterday. One went really bad. One went really good. And the Panthers, I think they got Boston a little shook, man. I really do.
I need you guys to keep it down.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I saw you with your
Jennifer,
head
yeah, you don't
down
look so
there,
good.
JV.
Are you
Is everything
okay?
okay?
JV, what's
Guys,
going on?
Really sure.
Oh, what's
yesterday,
Were you? Hey, a question. Were you drinking while you were waiting for gas?
Yeah, like you look a little under the weather, JV. What's problem?
Everything.
I think I came down with
Tell you what, they infected Boston with a little bubonic plague because they were rats off a ship yesterday, dude.
Thank God it wasn't Bobovsky plague.
Hey, dude, I mean, listen, what
are you doing?
In a lot of ways, I thought about this last night. Pretty good, though. I thought about this last night. Really, if you think about it.
No, don't you dare. I can already tell.
What?
No.
If you think about it, you guys are welcome.
Oh, God.
You guys are welcome. Because if it wasn't for my perhaps jinx interview with Sergei Bobrovsky, sending him off into the deep end of, maybe never coming back, we never would have the Lion King.
You have to be.
You
have to be believing kidding me.
So you guys are welcome.
Wait a minute.
You guys disguised my ring. I mean, you guys are welcome. I am the reason for Alex Lyon.
-1 for tomfoolery.
What do you mean?
Yeah. Because 2 days ago you wanted to put Bobrovsky in and take Lions out.
Yeah, but
that was actually yesterday, wasn't it?
Yesterday.
That was yesterday.
No, you cannot take credit for this when you wanted to trash the other goalie.
If we unpack this, we unpacked it,
and we found out it was bad meat, and we had to take it back to Publix.
I don't think so, dude. I think I am responsible for the Panthers being where they're at because I got Bob out of there.
Wow. Okay, so look, you're saying that you got Bob out of there.
Yeah.
So if for some reason he ever comes back, I don't think you can be friends with him now. It seems like you're happy that he's gone.
Look, it is what it is right now. We take this game by game.
It is what it is right now.
If I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
You would have went with Bob yesterday.
I didn't say that.
What?
Didn't say that. Never happened on the show.
Oh my goodness.
You did.
You
Find
did
the footage. Find it.
Marcos?
Find it. You have it?
Marcos?
Oh, you don't? Because I never said it.
All right. Well,
because I never said it.
You are the worst. You are the worst.
Can you feel the love tonight?
Yep.
Because we got the Lion King.
Is that a Lion King song?
Yeah.
I don't
just
know.
changed the lyrics a little bit.
Feel the love tonight?
Yeah, of course it is.
Hey.
Elton John.
That guy.
He gonna make it.
You gonna look us in the face.
Yeah.
And tell this big whopper.
I'm not telling what.
We got in a full heated conversation
with you guys
wanting to bring in Bobrovsky.
We didn't get into a heated conversation about it. No, we didn't. Nope. You just think that we did, but we didn't.
You're the worst. You are the worst. So you admit you wrecked Bob, as Dr. Toboggan said.
All I'm saying is if I did
No. It's either one or the other.
Perception is reality. You guys all think that I did. And so if you think that I did, you're welcome for Alex Lyon. That's all. Because if you're saying I ruined Bob, then you would admit that I'm the reason.
We're
Alex
just saying
Lyon's
that
in there.
Alex Lyon was a lioning.
Who?
Is he lioning?
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
I never said that.
You said that yesterday.
Lions sometimes.
He wasn't lying.
Nope.
Mhm.
Never said it. Never said it.
So let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Just out of curiosity, before we get to tape, what did you say about Alex Lyon yesterday?
I said kids got moxie.
I don't think I've ever heard you say that word.
What?
I'm pretty sure.
I can remember. I can remember certain things. There is no way in hell you use Alex Lyon and Moxie.
I'm pretty sure my words exactly were, The Puxy Bloxy, because that kid's got moxie.
No, -1 quickly. That was a lie.
I
-1
said
for
that.
perception.
I said that.
Wait, you did say they picked him off the street. He said he's going to turn into a pumpkin soon. You did say that.
Yes, because I wrote it. Also, you know what? On my little recap, I put pumpkin.
I don't know. I mean, pumpkins are scary, so maybe
No.
it's one of those things where it's like people are scared to score on him. Maybe that's
yeah.
how I used it. I don't like how you guys just pick and choose things out of context. Either way, the point is you're welcome, Panthers fans. Also, by the way, who got Barkov off of his pointless streak?
Woo!
You're welcome for that too.
Yep.
Let's hear from Matthew Kachuk, huh? This is Kachucky cheese after the game.
Can't escape this one.
Old.
All right.
Still having issues with this, huh?
Still having issues.
You
with
know
this,
what?
I didn't realize how
Yeah, no,
orange
it's not
his
working.
hair was, or like brownish blondish.
Really?
I didn't realize that.
Chestnut? Would you call it chestnut?
I would say that's
What are we
chestnut.
doing, dude? Men don't call their hair chestnut.
I think it is chestnut, dude.
No, dude.
That guy's tough. Huh.
What color is your hair? If you say chestnut, me and you street fight.
Dade South says that Tobin is the Lion King.
Yes, you are.
I'm just,
Lying.
look, I'm not lying. I'm just saying, like, it's kind of
no.
interesting.
No, you don't think it's lying if you believe it's not, but we're telling you, you're lying.
Do you guys think that I jinxed Bobrovsky?
No.
Oh, now you don't. Interesting. Interesting. Wow.
You know
Now
that
who's flip-flopping?
I just
Now
ran
who's
a
a
flea.
flip-flopper?
I just ran a flea flicker. Because no, I'm not gonna let you go there. So we gonna cut that off right now.
Okay, good. Now I'm not jinx. I'm happy about this. Win-win for me.
You also would have put Bob in the game yesterday. You said that.
I think it would have been okay.
Okay, who went into the YouTube and edited what I said?
Whoa! I didn't touch anything on YouTube.
Ha!
I think
Not happen.
Huh.
open.
Let's get to some goals from last night.
Are
Can we hear
you
from
really
Doug?
covering your tracks?
I'm looking. I even
Wait.
wrote it.
Tobin,
Listen,
Tobin,
I gotta say,
erroneous activity here.
now I'm insulted. Now I'm insulted.
We might have to call a DA up in here.
No,
We
I'm
need
insulted
court
because you know-
justice.
Here's the truth, and it pains me to say this.
Yeah.
You guys try and paint me with a broad brush, and I don't like it. I don't
No,
like it.
Wow.
You go out here and you
The
say
only
all
brush
these
you
things.
paint yourself with is that hairbrush to make it look like you got facial hair.
No, dude, I just shaved when I got here. So that's why
You
I'm not
edited it. I have notes previously from before I
Whoa,
posted it, and it
whoa.
said Florida Panthers is Alex Lyon turning into a pumpkin, and you erased it. You
I don't
erased
even
it.
know what you're talking
You erased it.
Tobin,
Tobin,
Tobin.
I cannot
Look
believe
at
you
the
went back and
screen.
edited what I
Hold
wrote.
on. Hold on. Everybody.
Tobin, this is a yes or no question.
I am offended.
Did you erase it?
No, I really don't even know what you're
Ken,
talking about.
What was it? Because it's
I
on
don't
my
know.
notes.
What are your notes? What does that even mean? I didn't even know you
I
took
literally
notes.
just
know what she
read what
means.
I wrote on my notes.
What are your notes? I don't even know what those are.
Yeah.
I'm so mad
Answer
right now.
for your crime.
Sounds like
Oh
Marcos
my
erased it.
I didn't know the depths you will go.
Marcos doesn't have the
Cover up.
the
I don't
login.
even know what you're talking about. What notes?
Now all of a sudden you don't know what.
Now
notes
you don't
you're
even have an
talking
answer. Now who's fishy? This sounds a lot like when you
No.
murdered Washington.
Yeah, wait. Okay.
Oh, he's lashing out.
Okay.
Lashing out.
-1 for lashing out on me. You erased what I wrote. I have
-1.
everything written. I always save my
For
drafts
lashing out.
and then I copy
I don't
and
know what
paste them
you're
into
referring
YouTube and look what
I
we did.
don't even know what you're talking about.
Huh.
How could I get to your notes? What do I have? Access to your iCloud?
No, I have my
Really?
notes and it says exactly what I just said, but I go on YouTube and it's not there anymore. You did this.
You did this.
You did
too.
this. Sounds like you forgot to post your notes yesterday. Sounds like
Absolutely
somebody
not.
forgot to do. Yeah, it sounds like you did.
Nope.
Sounds like you did.
Nope.
You did.
Gotta check the notes.
Let's hear some goals yesterday from Doug Plagans. Here's Sam Bennett back on the ice yesterday and getting the score and going.
Bennett to the far circle, powers through the circle, can't get a shot away for Hagee, dumped over by Coyle, and Carlo will find it, fails to clear for Boston. In front, Bennett, a chance, a shot, he scores! Sam Bennett! He slipped it through the legs of Ullmark, and the Panthers are on the board. It's 1-0, 18-18 to go here in the second period. The Bruins failed to clear, and Sam Bennett streaked in, and he's able to beat Allmark down low. Sam Bennett, welcome back to the lineup as he opens the scoring tonight here in the second period.
All right, then the Bruins would tie things up at a goal apiece. Eric Stahl would then give the Cats back the lead.
Stahl up the far side. Nick Cousins looks across. Eric Stahl, high slot, has a chance. A shot. He scores. Top shelf. Eric Stahl puts the Panthers up a goal. It's 2-1. A great setup out in front. Eric Stahl had time. He picked his spot. He beat Allmark upstairs. And the Panthers back in front by a goal.
So, guys, I found it.
Oh, -1.
That is a -1, actually.
But you know what? -1 for lying because you actually said it, and I'm gonna put it right now on the screen because it actually.
Just because you
says
made
that
a note about it
found
doesn't mean. Go find it. I mean, I don't recall such a thing.
What day? What
I did
hour?
find it.
I'll
So it
get the
was-
audio.
This was yesterday, April
Mhm.
18th.
Oh.
Mhm.
Now go to it's hour to minute 19.
Whoa, she even has the minute mark. Dude.
Whoa! We're about to be
It
exposed.
is
Allegedly.
01 19 0001
Oh.
28 to 50 seconds. So basically, if
Yes.
in that little time period, you said it. So
I mean, maybe I said it, maybe I didn't say it. Even if
But
I
you
did
did.
say it, it didn't
Oh,
happen.
wait.
The whole point
Now
is-
wait.
You did.
the
Now
whole
that
point of
we-
it is
Now
You
that
did.
there's
like,
proof,
let's
you
get-
go, maybe I said it.
maybe I said something to the effect of him turning into a pumpkin, but
Oh my
the facts of it are, he did play yesterday, and the reason he's playing is because Sergei Bobrovsky's not playing. Because you guys said that I jinxed him. Ergo, I'm still getting credit for the Panthers win.
Even though he said you would
Well, I
start
didn't interview
Bobrovsky
Alex
because you
Lyon.
thought Lyon would turn back into a pumpkin.
Yeah,
Oh, so you admit to saying it now?
I don't know.
Now
You
he said
you
it.
know.
I don't know. It's hard to say.
Now it's hard to say.
Find
You were
audio.
defiant 3 minutes ago.
Marcos, I'm
No,
putting
I
it on
was
the screen so you
defiant.
can
I
find
was
the
defiant.
audio.
No. Hold on. I was defiant in nefariously erasing notes from Jennifer, which I didn't even know existed.
Well, you can't
Well,
erase
they exist.
recordings.
Yeah.
Well,
You know about those notes. Sorry,
I
I'm
don't
just-
know about those.
I'm
notes.
just attempting to.
Brandon Montour.
Oh, yeah.
He put the Cats up for good.
Down behind the net, Barkov. Back behind the net, the trapezoid. Barkov to Reinhardt. Bank pass out to the far point. Montour walks in. Shot. He scores. Brandon Montour on a wrist shot from the right point, and the Panthers take a 3-2 lead. 22 seconds into the third. Brandon Montour let that one rip. And what a start to the third period for the Panthers. They're back up a goal.
Goosies. What is that? Goosies.
Marcos, can you read the last line for me, please?
Yes, I would absolutely love to.
Let me take out the ticker for you. There you go.
Yes.
That's the one I wanted.
That is 119.
Yeah, but that's
to
your quote. That's not
128.
mine.
Yeah, that's when you said it. 119.
That's when you said it.
128.
I keep track of everything you guys say. Huh. Read it.
Florida Panthers, is Alex Lyon turning into a pumpkin? ?
Is he Tobin?
Is he Tobin?
No, very much not so. It seems like he's Cinderella of the ball.
Oh, see what you did there.
Yep.
See what you did there.
Hey, it's amazing how defiant you were less than 3 minutes ago.
I mean, no. Again, I was defiant in taking.
You said you
away
never said that.
notes.
You deleted her
You
notes.
said
Did
you
I say
never
that?
said that.
Bring up the audio of that. Did I ever say that? I don't recall saying that.
He's
you
going
never
to go
said
get
it.
it. He's going to go get it.
I am on it.
I don't know. Listen, he's old. I don't know. The old don't remember things.
That's true. What are we
What
talking
does that
about?
say about you?
Talking about you.
Oh, okay.
No, I think he's still Cinderella, dude. Like Cinderella, she wore a glass slipper. Alex Lyon, he wears a kick your ass slipper.
Wow, does he?
Yep.
Oh my goodness, you are the worst today. In front of your kids?
I actually, yeah, like my kids are looking at me like, Dad, you would never lie like that. So
That's true.
you know,
Yeah?
right?
Tommy keeps speaking
Sophie,
over.
do you think I would lie about Alex Lyon?
Maybe.
Whoa!
true.
All right, well,
Thank
sounds
you,
like
Sophie. Thank you very
sounds
much.
like nice.
Don't take away stuff.
Yeah. All of a sudden, now all of a sudden you want to backtrack. when the flamingo birthday is.
No, it runs in the family.
Just a little bit of wiggle room. A little bit of wiggle room all of a sudden.
I can't wait to hear. Oh, let me know when we go to break because I'm going to get ready. I'm going to get my beverage refilled. I'm going to get ready for
our
this.
Celsius.
Yes.
Yes.
By the way.
Which, by the way, that's what
deception.
that's what Cat Talk is brought to you by. Hockey fans, don't sit this one out. When it's game time, make Celsius Party playing. Get that energy up. Game day is fueled by Celsius Essential Energy Drinks, the official energy drink of Alex Lyon.
Yeah.
And the Florida Panthers.
Correct.
I'm going to go get some cold Celsius out of the freezer after this, quite frankly, because I'm a little disgusted that J-Fig thinks I would erase evidence. If I said it, I said it. Oh,
no, you know.
The point is,
wait.
No.
Why all of a sudden now you go? If I said it, I said it.
God, if I said it,
defiant. You were defiant.
No, I wasn't defiant. I was defiant.
You weren't?
No, I was defiant in erasing evidence.
So
that's very unbecoming.
Hold on.
It's true.
You never said in the last 15 minutes that you did not say Alex Lyon was.
I don't remember saying that. I don't remember saying it, but I certainly wouldn't erase evidence of me saying.
Well, you know what? Welcome to the club. The
What do you
old
mean?
don't remember.
No, dude. I think it's
the
listen,
old had a cat fever last night.
Let me just say, if I did say something to that effect, it was just a little TTL, baby.
No.
Get old Alex Lyon. Isn't the Panthers won, and that the reason they won?
I thought you were giving Barkov TTL.
And look how that worked. You're welcome. Had the assist to Brandon Montour.
Can I just say, if I was sitting in that studio, what would your kids think of me? Because you know I'd be after you.
I don't know. Hard to say.
Oh my goodness. I'm telling you.
Doesn't like to speak in speculation.
Yeah, I like to live in a little place called Faxland.
Oh.
Faxland?
Yeah,
like the fact that you said Alex Lyon was going to turn to a pumpkin and you wanted to start by biopsy?
What I said was, now that it's coming back, I think I said he may be turning into a pumpkin.
So, here we go.
The fact that I did flat out see it, we'll see. We'll see what Marcos drags up here. But, for now, I feel like I am.
He drags up, right?
We'll see.
Because then you're going to pin it on him and say that it was edited. But
met
guess
a
what?
person-
There is
Wait.
still YouTube
You know
for
what's
evidence.
funny?
Listen,
I've never met a person that remembers everything yet remembers nothing.
Here's the thing. Jonathan.
Right?
The thing is like
Words means words.
You're moving the goalpost because you're the one who brings these accusations to the table. And if you are a lawyer who
That was
can't
an
prove it without a
accusation.
reasonable doubt, so accusations, dude, it's hockey.
Please, can we go to break?
Kind of like
I got a headache. Please.
Accusations. Feeding you guys 40 pieces like Dillon Brooks.
Nuggets.
Don't put me in his category.
Lots to talk about today. 2 playoff games.
All right. Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on 560 WQAM. Got a little Goosies, no Goosies coming up. Texter writes in, I was getting hyped for these Panthers calls, and then you guys went off the rails.
Let me get ready.
Blame these guys. You know, they got away from me, you know.
The OG.
You got that cola?
Yeah.
I got that Celsius Kiwi Guayaba.
So, and here's the crazy thing. We have Marcos, who does an incredible job and gets all of our information when we ask.
Oh,
yeah.
Thank you.
But that day south,
he quick too.
Day south already got the sound on Twitter.
That is true.
Does he really?
So guess what? These are gonna match up, and you cannot pin this on Marcos and say that he tweeted it because he did it.
Wow. Well, do you have the video clip?
The video clip is on Twitter, and Marcos.
Well, I mean, it's very convenient. I mean, we don't have it here. We don't have the video evidence here from our video producer. Very convenient. Why would she want to spring it on Marcos then?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Wait, should I be concerned?
Okay, you need to relax.
Oh,
Okay.
do I?
First of all, I
Did
cannot
Washington
do that
relax?
on my computer because here it takes too much energy here. Like it will slow down my computer.
Too much energy is what they say.
Marcos, what side are you on right now?
He just wants friends.
David, what if I just send you?
If I was in the studio, I can do it easy, but I can't do it here. Okay.
Fine, Marcos.
Yes.
What do you have of this alleged Alex Lyon thing that I said, where I said he was a bum, which I didn't say?
We'll start with evidence B. This is B. All right.
Alex Lyon. It was a good run.
All right.
Now everybody can go back to what they're used to be doing, being mad at Bob.
Okay. Look, light there. Says it was a good run. Nothing too incriminating. Seems like you're pretty positive thus far.
Why is that evidence B? Why wouldn't you play A before B?
Because
you gotta say the good stuff.
Right before closing statements, he gets you with the bam. That's
thank
why.
you, Your Honor. I thank you for your time. Wonderful people of the jury. I'd like to present evidence Exhibit A.
This is what I feel like. I feel like I can see if I look at Alex Lyon, I worry that he's turning orange. I can see the pumpkin starting to. Midnight has struck. It feels like
Midnight has struck.
It feels like
Midnight has struck, meaning that it already happened.
It feels like,
and I can.
But I said it feels like. This is what I feel like. I feel like I can see if I look at Alex Lyon, I worry that he's turning orange. I can see the pumpkin starting to. Midnight has struck. It feels like. Yeah. So.
No.
Nothing incriminating there.
No.
I was worried.
Nothing incriminating.
Yeah. Another problem there. Nice try, though.
You know you're the only one that believes that, right?
No.
You know you're the only one that believes that, right?
I didn't say that he was a pumpkin. I said he may be turning into a pumpkin. And I said midnight has struck.
To be clear, after the first game of the series, you wanted to go back to Bob.
Was that even the first game of the series?
Yeah.
Or was that before the series?
No, this was on the 18th.
Tied up yesterday.
Yeah, but was that before the series? When
No,
was it?
It was game one. It was after game one.
It was 18th, which was
nice try. I mean, like
no. So you at that moment wanted to go back to Bobrovsky.
I didn't want to go back to Bobrovsky. I just wanted.
What?
I didn't say that.
Oh my goodness.
Just play that entire segment over and over again.
No, I mean, you guys are just like it's. And I'd say this, guys. It's just a little unbecoming how you guys always feel like you have evidence.
No, because we're not the only ones. Just look at the entire chat.
No,
I'm getting sick of you.
It's. I'm sorry, JFig. It's a nice try though. You know, first you come out here and you say, you know, oh, did Brendan Tobin? Did he change notes? Oh, did Brendan Tobin call Alex Lyon a bum? No, I said he may be turning orange.
Oh my goodness!
Which is not a definitive statement. It's a good try though.
You didn't say I see though. You said I see orange.
This is what I feel like. I feel like I can see if I look at Alex Lyon, I worry that he's turning orange. I can see the pumpkin starting to. Nothing of this is definitive, Marcos.
Okay, but what do you mean by I feel I can see? That's
Well, I meant when he
It's
whipped
the
up.
same way that he was saying,
when-
"Oh, people are saying Tyler Hero this and that."
Oh, I wouldn't say
People is him.
You know what? I'm gonna
Your
get
people.
You know what, Tobin?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get you a shirt made.
Yep.
And you know what it's gonna say? Escape clause.
Nice.
You always throw a couple of words in there that think you can wiggle your ass out of anything that you
I don't,
say.
guys. I take accountability for what I say. I don't like the fact that you guys. I don't like the fact. No. I don't like the fact. See, here's the thing: you guys, you lose your cool, and it's tough having a grown up conversation with you two. It's like
Yeah.
I want to hear you out. I do, but I don't say what you said. I said. I kind of say like it's a cousin of it. It's at the family reunion, but it's not. It's not a blood relative. You know, it's kind of like 3 cousins removed. Alex Lyon. It was a good run.
All right.
Now everybody can go back to what they're used to be doing, being mad at Bob.
See, and so people wonder why when we do the show, I ask you 1,000 questions to get definitive answers. So you can't do the old what you're doing now.
Right.
Because you were quite adamant. And then
I
today,
wasn't. That's not adamant.
today,
You can say
today,
anything you want.
tried
I
to
don't.
say, I just gave him a little TTL.
Well, that's not what I said. Again, you're mischaracterizing what I said, which I don't appreciate. What I said was, quite simply, was that Alex Lyon's success is directly correlated to doing what you guys said I did do, which the evidence is strong against me, ruining Sergei Bobrovsky since our interview.
But you
And
denied
because-
that.
I did, but like
you can't deny everything.
I
well, you
did,
gotta pick
but
that.
like,
But
but
then no. Then you have to pick. You have to pick. Am I not a jinx? Then okay. If I'm not a jinx, I won't take responsibility for Alex Lyon. But if I am a jinx, you're welcome.
I don't like my.
You should be ashamed of yourself, James,
You
in front
are-
of your
I'm
children.
I'm not ashamed of myself.
In front of your children, teaching them how to lie and sneak around.
Wait,
Hey,
the
let me
truth.
ask-
what
let me ask-
kind? What kind
yeah.
of message are you sending to the youth of
Do
the
you not,
world?
do you think that these
The youth of America.
Let me ask you something. Sofia Tobin, my firstborn, who, by the way, you have a flamingo birthday coming up. I assume you want.
No! Don't go for it, Sophia! Don't go for it!
Driving.
Let me ask you something. Do you think that Jennifer and Leroy are ganging up on your father and making up lies?
Yes.
Wait,
The evidence rules. The court rests.
Wait, it's a family trait because she whispered underneath her breath.
Well,
She just
and then
didn't
she
want you
said
to
it
take
on
away
air.
her stuff.
She said, "This is for the birthday."
What did Tommy say? Say
said
that
that
one more
his-
time.
You heard me, people.
You
That's right.
heard them.
man.
You heard them. Tobin stick together. Rats off his. I mean, Goosey's no
No.
Goosey. He's next.
You don't hear me. My dad's not ashamed.
All right, welcome back, people. Tobin and Leroy here with you on 560 WQAM. Take you up until 10 o'clock. Time to get the little goosies, no goosies. I will say, I know that there's these Tyler Van Dyke rumors out there. We'll get them in just a second. I've seen people on the chat about it. I'm trying to get clarification on it too. There's some.
Where's Dono? Find Dono.
Where's Dono?
Dono
Yeah.
knows.
Apparently, there's some fodder out there of Tyler Van Dyke maybe leaving for Alabama.
I didn't even. Well, I knew we had an Alabama quality quarterback, but I didn't even know that was on the table. To be honest, I thought everything was happening.
Hey, the transfer portal puts everything on the table.
Everything's on the line, dude. Everything is on the line.
Here's the only question I have about this. Okay. Unlike professional sports, it's not against the rules to talk to these kids while they playing for another team. Because you're not going to go in the transfer portal without an idea of where you could go. So the fact that he's leaving for Alabama means he probably had a conversation with somebody at Alabama. And that is the issue that I have with the transfer portal.
Because it's a legal activity going on.
Well,
That's what you're saying.
Like, if a kid is at another university, you used to not be able to talk to him.
Yeah, I find that. And then obviously if Miami it would have been the other way if, the Alabama quarterback was, linked to Miami via the transfer portal.
Then
of course there would have been an investigation.
Oh
dude.
my goodness. Nick Saban would have hit the roof.
For sure.
But so, Tobin, you don't think that something needs to be done about that? Because that would never even be up for discussion unless Tyler Van Dyke talked to somebody from Alabama.
Why don't we move Goosies? Let's just get into this because this is kind of a big deal.
Gonna move Goosies?
Yeah, we're gonna move. We'll move Goosies the next hour. We'll do it next hour. We'll get to Goosies. But it says here's the. I get you. Here's the report from Barry Jackson. Miami Hurricanes quarterback Tyler Van Dyke is weighing whether to enter the transfer portal because he and his camp are frustrated with the total value of his NIL deals at UM and have substantial offers from other schools. Kane Sport reported on Thursday. Two friends of Van Dyke contacted by the Herald did not dispute the report. Drew Rosenhaus, who handles Van Dyke's NIL deals, declined to comment. Meanwhile, UM benefactor John Ruiz, who has been financing the vast majority of the NIL deals involving UM players, said the report of Van Dyke's unhappiness is, quote, news to me. Van Dyke has had a deal with Ruiz's life wallet, but Ruiz indicated that Van Dyke hasn't made any recent requests for more money. He says, quote, I haven't spoken to him or his sides in weeks. We are honored to have agreements with them. We believe all of our deals are fair and tied to return on investment. Kane Sport reported that collective representatives by multiple schools have approached Van Dyke via Rosenhaus Sports with sizable offers and said one of those schools is believed to be Alabama.
So wait a minute. Hold on. Is this not the same coach that was complaining about NIL?
Okay, yeah, and you want to know something? He's also the same guy who told a group of reporters, I ain't going to be the Alabama head coach.
Right, but I'm just saying, like to have a group of collectives contact him about Alabama, he can't be the one talking about NIL deals.
There's also some stuff that's out there with John Ruiz, apparently, like about his company, maybe not having the money that they thought that it would and things like that. So the Canes, like number one bankroller, may not have quite the cheese that was once thought that he was going to have.
Which I might add is so South Florida.
Dude, you ain't kidding.
Right?
Listen, the loudest dude on Twitter about all of this, first guy to get to get I don't want to say busted, but get a talking to from the NCAA, even though they really have no power anymore. Of course is going to be Miami's thing. But the thing with the only thing that you really have on it, I mean, Van Dyke did post on social media. This was what was this? 2 hours ago. He posted ready for the next chapter, but he puts he ats I don't know if this is it's a fake account. My bad.
Nice, good research.
Yeah, my bad. No, it was. I did.
That's why I don't do that.
I got the other day, dude. I thought Scott Foster was taunting Chris Paul on Twitter.
Yeah, I got
getting bold, dude.
Did you see the one about the Dolphins contacting San Francisco?
About what?
I did see that. Yeah, that was horse bleep.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I don't even look. I I've learned over my number of Tobin criticisms at me, telling me I got, that if I read something, just ignore it.
Well, that's why I wasn't even bringing it up when I first saw it. I was like, I don't know. But now, if Barry's got a story about it,
here's the deal.
He ain't going with it unless it's
Here's what I would say. If you have concerns about your NIL deal and you didn't contact the person that's giving you the NIL and ask for more money, then your ass was looking to leave anyway.
Yeah, that's just
because the issue the reason why you're saying you're leaving, if you didn't give the other side an opportunity to make good or fix it, you were looking to get out anyway.
Yeah. I mean, look, it was a frustrating year for him last year, right? There's all this hype about him that he's going to be this first round pick.
It had nothing to do with him, though. The team was bad.
Right. But that's kind of the point, though. If you feel like you could go into a different situation.
Yeah. Hey, you
go to Alabama.
You know one thing. You go to Alabama, you probably going to be in the playoff.
Dude, Mac Jones was a first round pick. Dude sucks.
So if we say you said Mac Jones sucks tomorrow, are you going to be cool with that?
Yeah, absolutely. Because I'm not saying he maybe sucks or is on the way to sucking. Believe me when I say this, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart. Mac Jones sucks, dude. It's true. Save that, Marco.
Who is besides Joe Namath? So don't nobody throw it. I'm talking about who's the best recent quarterback? Would it be
from Bama?
It's between Tua and Jalen Hurts, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And and Tua took Jalen Hurts' job and Jalen Hurts transferred.
That's right.
So does he really count as an Alabama quarterback or as an Oklahoma quarterback?
I think he still counts based on all the other Crimson Tide players seeming to count him.
Okay.
It's not like it, but you remember he was he was kind of a runner first at Alabama, and Tua was the guy who made them this passing arsenal. That was his thing.
Yep. Absolutely. Because I mean, if you think about it, Tua was probably the best pure passer that we've seen at Alabama. Everybody else was athletes that could throw it. So
that says 5 wins doesn't deserve a raise.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We've had this conversation before, and I'm like, I'm all for NIL, but can you have NIL? Can you have name, image, and likeness if you're not even playing? So
or playing well,
right? A freshman comes in.
Yeah,
he's
how many
got his hand out about the NIL, and
Mhm.
I'll be like, "Yo, you haven't even played yet."
Yeah, I mean, look, you're right. It is it's a dicey game because you don't know who's going to end up being good at that.
And the rosters, keep in mind, the college rosters, you got about 120 guys in there.
A lot of guys. You got 95 scholarship guys. So, in order to get the top recruits, are you going to give NIL to everybody? Dade South says, I'm not sold on TVD. He can kick rocks.
Wow.
He's got it right.
Hey, listen, not for nothing, Dade South. You need to hook on to somebody because you got to keep good players to get better.
Stunton Steve says, at least Wong, when he asked for more money, got to the Elite Eight. That's true.
Yeah, that is true. Wong was on the way out.
They got to the Elite Eight, and then he got into the Final Four.
Look at that.
Right.
You know? Isaiah Wong deserved that cheese.
But can I ask you a question? He won. He got the ACC Player of the Year.
Yeah.
But is he the best player on that team?
Wong?
Yeah, because it seems like there's a couple other guys who are, I would say.
I think he's going to be the best pro.
You think? I don't think so.
Who do you like?
I would go with, who's the wing?
Jordan Miller?
Either Jordan Miller or who's the other
Poplar?
one?
Sam Wardenberg.
No.
I like saying their names. Wooga Poplar. Come on, dude.
That's a great name.
It's a really good name.
There's a couple of guys that just with their length. I don't know if Isaiah Wong is good enough shooter and is explosive like all the other guys that are his size.
It is funny though. You do mention like this Tyler Van Dyke thing. It is funny how Nick Saban belly aches about this stuff, and he's going to come in.
That's the first thing came to mind. You listen. If here, in order to say you are going to the transfer portal and give up your NIL deal at your current school, you would have had to have a conversation with your next NIL deal and your next university. That something has to be done about that. Especially Nick Saban can't be the one. Like, listen, your name can't be associated with this after what you said about the NIL. Right? Because nobody's going to hold them to it. Right? He'll probably pull a Tobin and say, well, everybody's doing it. If you want to survive, you got to do it too. Then don't complain about NIL when you got people throwing just as much money as these kids as everybody else.
Barry also writes, meanwhile, John Ruiz said this week the recent news surrounding his businesses, including an eyebrow-raising filing with Securities and Exchange Commission, the SEC, will not impact his ability or willingness to continue paying Miami Hurricanes student athletes to promote his business.
Well, you better say that. Otherwise, it's going to be a mass exodus. And then we're going to be in a terrible spot that you never want to be in during NIL. That's everybody leaving because they can't get their money.
True. Very true. We'll take a quick break. We'll see if there's any updates on this, and we'll keep you posted on it. Get you caught up with your headlines. Final hour of the show coming up after this.
WQAM broadcasting
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Tobin and Leroy here with you on 560 WQAM. Guys can text the show at 305-567-0560 on the Kendall Toyota and West Kendall Toyota text line. It's the final hour of the show. We're streaming live on YouTube, Miami 560 WQAM. That's the same channel for YouTube and Twitch. And, of course, you guys can also catch us on the Odyssey app, AUDACY. Let's get some headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks.
What does that sound? Is that you? Oh, that's you. Well, what are you, TikToking, dude? You're a grown man. Why are you watching Chuck Norris on TikTok? Are you on TikTok?
Then he says he's not on TikTok.
Wow.
We're not on TikTok.
He's actually most active on TikTok.
Look at Tommy.
Dude has raided the snack machine.
Yeah, he likes Twix, huh?
Loves Twix. He's just discovering Twix today.
Which one does he like more, the left or the right Twix?
I don't know. You like the left Twix or the right Twix more? Which one do you like more? That one? Yeah, he's like the right one.
That's fair.
Yep.
Made different than the left one.
Absolutely. Jules wants to know, can we get an update from Sofia about her project? Make sure she has the point where it goes, Tobin lies about Alex Lyon on there.
Yeah.
She does have some questions. I said before the end of the show today, she has some questions for her class that she wants answered that she has to do a presentation on. So
Don't ask you.
What do you mean?
Because, please.
Listen.
All
All of
it's
us.
for all of
all
us.
of us are under the gun on
Nice.
this one.
Oh.
All right. So headline. This is another thing that's circulating. A lot of stuff circulating the Twitter sphere. This Tom Brady.
I am sick of this.
I am
guy, dude.
sick of him too. I'm sick of him.
Jesus, man. You just want to go
Why are
away.
we still hearing from him?
Right?
And why does he keep talking about us?
I know. Well, he
Jeez.
just can't stop bothering him. So he's on some conference. I imagine it's for nefarious reasons. Who
Yeah,
knows
for
what he's
sure.
there for, right?
Maybe a Pirates meeting.
You know, and so he's at this conference and he's asked about, oh, you really done playing for the Dolphins? And this is what Tom Brady had to say at this conference.
Spending a lot of time in Miami, now you call it home. By chance, is there any chance that you're coming out of retirement and playing for the Fins? Oh, man. I know. I'm just saying, you gotta. Well, I will say, now that I'm not affiliated with any team anymore, and even though I have strong ties with a couple teams, I do have some friends on the Dolphins that I really like. So I wouldn't say I necessarily root for them all the time, but I root for my friends to do well, and several of them play for Miami. So
Awesome.
yeah.
Awesome.
I don't get the joke. Why is everybody laughing?
Actually, it's not awesome. Tom, that's great. You want to know something, dude? First of all, Stunt Steve's right. -1 to the moderator for stoking the flame.
Yeah.
Okay.
-1.
So -1 to that guy. Second of all, Tom, grow up, Peter Pan. All right. Go have your friends outside of football. All right. You know, Wes Welker's moved on with his life. You know what he's doing? Coaching, dude. You want to know something? You want to know why? Because he's not trying to play pretend anymore. Playing football. It's enough already. He won't go away. And why is it that it's the Dolphins' burden that this guy has to be all over the place? I'm sick of it, dude.
Sick of it.
Well, in all the conversations that I've had with Wes Welker, or as they would say in Boston, Wes Weckler.
Okay.
It's your friend, Wes Welker.
Yeah, man. Now you guys are buds.
Hey, man, I just know here, game recognized game, right? And so
No one recognizes me.
I appreciate his game. He's probably heard a couple of stories about me. So that's how that goes. That's it. It was nothing. And, you know, you go dab them up. You have small talk. I always have an in because Belichick was my coach. And I warmed him up for them guys.
So you say you're welcome?
Yeah. No, Cleveland could thank him for that.
Dude, I'm just like, hey, how about Tom, try this on for size, dude. I'm retired. And just say it. Stop trying to leave windows open and doors open and trying to make it a thing and having all these
Trying to be cute.
Stop trying to be cute. You either go be your cat guy that you are in retirement, I'm sick of them, man. Enough of them already. Yeah. Be like every other athlete and just retire. Stop hovering around the Dolphins. You're like, dude, you're like the 40-year-old going to the frat party.
Yep.
It's except you're 45. Wow. Get the hell out of here. Leave Tua
Wait a
and the
minute.
Dolphins alone.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Why do you get on athletes that make comments when they're asked questions?
Why? I'll tell you why. Because play the question again, Marcos, from that nerdy moderator. Okay.
Spending a lot of time in Miami.
You're lashing out.
By chance, is there any chance that you're coming out of retirement and playing for the Fins?
Pause. No, because I'm retired. That's how you should answer it.
Hence the meaning of retirement.
Hold on.
Just wants
Hold
the
on.
attention.
Hold on.
He's an attention
If I may, and this is not defending Tom Brady, by the way.
It sounds like it is.
But
So
I'm
tread-
just
tread
stating.
lightly.
I'm just stating facts.
Kind of like, oh, no offense.
That when you're in that environment, you play up to the crowd a little bit. You give these long, elaborate answers.
No.
Okay. All right. I'm just telling you.
You can say, "Oh, I have friends in the Dolphins," but here's the thing: what you should say. No, but I do have friends in the Dolphins.
But if he answered the question like you, he'd be you.
Okay, dude. All right. You know something? No. The guy just wants love and attention and fawning at all turns.
Is there anything wrong with that?
Yeah,
Yes.
You know what? There is, because you're not playing football.
Listen,
you're not playing football.
He wants to stay in the conversation of something that he's
how about
already
this?
done with.
How about for once in his life, he be honest about it and he say, "Yeah, I'm waiting on Tua's downfall and I'm gonna pounce." Either say what you mean or mean what you say, or stop dragging it out. I'm sick of it
say
already.
back in the day, we go to the club, right? And it's like 2 or 3 dudes and these group of girls come up and you say, "Hey, what's up? What's happening? Y'all want to hang out or whatever?" And they walk right by you and talk to your friends. Nobody likes that.
Yeah, it's normal. Happens to me all the time.
Nobody likes that.
Yeah.
So, like, I just think, like, of course, everybody likes attention, dude. Why are you acting like it's so rare and so unique? Oh, that's a unique feeling.
It's just enough already. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of him.
I don't think it's a whole. You have just what you've done is you've made a mountain out of a molehill.
Nope.
Yes, you did.
Nope.
Tom Brady ain't. Let me ask you a question. You think anybody in this Dolphins organization want 47-year-old Tom Brady playing for him?
Stephen Ross.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't.
Well, he literally got caught trying to get him last
2 years ago.
Last year.
That was 2 years ago.
It was last year.
It was 2 years ago.
No, it was last year.
He got in trouble for 2 years
before they
ago.
hired Mike McDaniel and they were going to hire Sean Payton and they got sued. It was last year.
Okay.
Leroy, let's say Tom Brady has a girlfriend, his girlfriend being retirement. You're in a club. Your girlfriend decides she has to go to work or whatever, so she's working, but you're in the club with your friends because you're celebrating your birthday or whatever. What if there is a group of girls that comes up to you and starts flirting with you or asking you questions? What are you going to do?
Listen,
you're going
let
to
me tell you
entertain it? You say,
Let me tell
no,
you
go
something.
away. I have a
Let
girlfriend.
me tell you something.
Exactly.
Which is
Exactly.
No. Let me tell you.
They faithful.
Because I'm beautiful, it happens all the
Stay
time.
That's true.
Wow.
That's
But
true.
what I do know is that
He's a looker.
Big Spoon don't play that. So although I'm nice and cordial, that's it.
So you play into the crowd like Tom Brady did, is what you're saying.
I don't play into the crowd. I give there's no misconceptions or no thoughts or suggestions
Well,
that
he is giving
there's gonna be anything.
He is feeding into it.
Yeah, he is feeding
into
into
it.
He's flirting around, huh?
And he's flirting back.
Also, this is a person from their relationship past who was an issue. You know, if your girlfriend,
This guy
retirement
ruined
is
the
that
draft.
way-
You guys realize that, right? We don't
He
need to have a
tempered,
draft
okay?
next week, dude, because of Tom Brady. He ruined the Dolphins' draft.
Hey, if I may point this out, and again, I'm not defending Tom Brady.
Seems like you are.
But the reason why the Dolphins lost their pick is because they were talking to Tom Brady.
Oh, it takes two
you
to
would
tango,
say that.
dude.
Like I
It
said,
takes two to
stop
tango.
flirting. You are in retirement. If you
This has
wanted
been
to
my
choose
problem.
retirement, stay in it. Be faithful to it.
Do you know what this is? This is the problem I've had the entire time with.
You know what Tom Brady just said to you, J Fig?
What?
I don't see no rings on these fingers.
I like it. I don't like it. And the other thing is, this is what goes back to my original point with him. He's never answered for his crimes.
You're still
Never answered for him, and he walks around here willy-nilly, and he's doing a Netflix documentary about how he fleeced the league with his tampering, doing whatever he wanted to.
You know, people hide their rings, Leroy, because they want to flirt.
Oh no!
Remember
Guess what?
Remember that guy?
I will say this. Can I just say this? I don't wear my ring in public. You know why?
Of course you defend Brady.
Because I've lost 3 rings because I go in the bathroom and wash my hands and I leave the ring in there.
Gotta stop washing your hands, dude.
Let me ask you something.
Huh?
You guys remember that guy on Netflix, the Tinder swindler?
Oh,
everybody he would catfish these women into thinking like he wasn't really catfish. He had these elaborate schemes and then
Think about him
he'd wow them and then like he'd take all their money. Yeah, he'd take all their money. Oh, sorry, these people are after me. So he made it seem like you were helping him, but really he was hurting you. And then after this all happened, the Tinder swindler, what happened to him? Nothing, dude. Never answered for his crimes, and his popularity on social media blew up even more.
Wow.
And that's what Tom Brady is. He's football Tinder swindler. Wow. And he's sitting here, and Toa's just trying to go about his life, playing good football. He's got all the speed around him, and all you, what about me? Don't you Dolphins fans for me? No, dude, we never rooted for you. We hate your guts, and we don't want you around.
Stole the Big Rib said the sleeves are up, Leroy, about to meet Washington.
It's getting hot in here.
Wait, so did you call Tom Brady the Tinder swindler?
That's what he is. That's what Schmeathan Schmolding is right. He's the Finster swindler.
The Finster swindler.
He's
so can I ask you a question?
Twitcher.
You think the NFL penalized the Dolphins because of what Tom Brady did or what the Dolphins did?
What Tom Brady did, which was flirt.
Really?
I get it went like this. Marcos, give me a ring.
It wasn't even Steven Ross. It was the other guy.
I know. Old dummy Bruce Beal, the one who was easily manipulated.
Oh, so you saying he went for low-hanging fruit?
Exactly, dude. Exactly. Guys an oath. Hey, Bruce, it's Tom. Tom, you're calling me? Yeah. Hey, listen, I'm sick of this Bruce Arian. All right. You're the Bruce I love. Wow. Tell Stephen Ross I want in. And get rid of that Tua fella. Click.
Wow. So ominous.
Wheels were in motion.
Yeah.
So then Bruce, he's texting, all fumbling his text to Stephen Ross. So they get caught. It's on the record now, idiot. And then all of a sudden this lawsuit drops where Brian Flores reveals that he didn't want to tamper with Tom Brady 3 years ago. Meanwhile, he didn't even know that the Dolphins were currently tampering with Tom Brady. And that's why he was fired in the first place, because they were going to bring in Sean Payton. Wow. And it all blows up in their face because of Bruce Beal, who fell for Tom Brady's tricks.
Okay. So we're mad at both of them. I just want to make
I'm mad at everybody, but mostly at Tom Brady.
Answer for your crime. It seemed like you were really mad at Bruce Beal a few seconds ago. But...
He's an oaf.
Okay. I didn't even know he existed before this whole thing.
Wait, do you even know what he looks like?
I really don't. Actually.
I don't have to know what he looks like, dude. What I do
call him
know,
an oaf, like you do.
What you do know is how Tom Brady looks like.
Yeah, I know what he looks like.
Oh, this guy's
looks like a football criminal. A weasel. That's what he looks like.
A weasel?
Tom Brady looks like a weasel. Like if you people look about spirit animals, well, his is a weasel, dude.
What's your spirit animal?
What's my spirit animal?
Yeah.
I don't know. What would you say it is?
You sure you want to play this game?
Nope. Back after this. minutes of heat. Tobin and Leroy here with you. Miss today's show. Download the Tobin and Leroy podcast, available for you on all podcast platforms. Heat, they got bulldozed last night. Series even at 1 apiece between Miami and Milwaukee. Milwaukee, 138 points last night. More threes than anybody knew what to do with. A barrage. That ostrich, he looked like Hakeem Olajuwon. Just scoring at will. It was all happening for him, baby. The only thing that I want to talk about from this game, because we covered it all in the first couple hours. You guys missed it. I would recommend going and checking that out. What was up with Jae Crowder last night, huh? Mm-hmm. Jae Crowder turning into Kurt Angle, trying to twist Jimmy's knee. What was that? What is this? What is this epidemic we have going on in the league right now of just going after people's legs? You see what I mean with this Domantas Sabonis? You know, one person thinks they can get away with it. Everybody thinks they can get away with it. But you got to say, I mean, Jimmy did show great resolve in not stomping on Jae Crowder.
Which is the point we were making with.
Essentially was what we
But if he did, I would have understood.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I would have.
Dude, wait a minute. You are the worst.
What?
Because we had this conversation and we said the exact same thing. And I said, if it was one of your guys, right, you would feel totally different.
I just don't understand what Jae Crowder was doing.
I don't know. Dude, I got to tell you. Sometimes I have grabbed people, and I don't know why, because I was thinking, okay, this is where this is going. And I would just grab and hold them like away. And they would go, hey, man, what are you doing? I said, no, man, I thought you was getting ready to. And we just laugh and go on, right?
Well, that's
I
the thing
didn't
that's
like
not weird
grab
about
and
it.
twist or anything like that. It was more of a.
Well, Jimmy had Jimmy had kind of a dirty move that he teed up on in game one where he yanked Jay down. Like, remember, he was coming on the inbounds and then he like grabbed Jay down by the shoulder and he got teed up for it. So this one, Jay's got his leg. I thought this was cool. I thought like two Marquette guys, they were former teammates. Now all of a sudden,
dude, let me explain something to you.
Dirty tactics.
I'm going to say this. I played a football game against a guy I played high school with. And we had talked so much trash about playing against one another and getting back home and talking trash, right? When we finally played against each other, right? He had to guard me, and I was running past Perry, and I went 71 yards. The very next series that I got the ball, he literally tripped me.
Jeez.
Right? And we laughed. I'm like, oh, somebody's sour grapes, right? But I never thought anything of it because that's my guy.
I got scared because Jimmy was like rubbing his knee on the bench. I was like, oh, but apparently Spo says he's fine, but I mean, still. Because listen, if Jimmy's, like, I'll tell you right now, I picked the Heat for this
You would have
series.
picked the Heat regardless.
But if Jimmy's out, I mean, you got no shot.
If Jimmy was out, you'd still pick the Heat.
That's not true. Oh God! You don't say things that you don't know are true.
What would you? I don't think I've ever heard you not pick the Heat, so I don't even know what you'd say in a situation that's so obvious like that.
I mean, I would probably pick the Bucks if Jimmy wasn't.
You would
playing.
say that on air?
I don't know.
I don't think I've ever heard you say another team.
Say it. Say it. Say your other thing.
What other thing?
Hard to say.
I don't think it is hard to say. I think if they didn't have Jimmy Butler, I wouldn't pick the Heat.
You have never, dude. I've seen games where these guys came in where Spo had to wear a uniform, and you never pick against the Heat.
We have enough. That's the mentality.
I used to love that.
They don't say that no more.
No, now we have the answers to the
Answers
test.
to the test.
Before we had enough.
And that's not accurate either.
What was Spo? What did Spo say? They responded and then some.
Yeah.
Something like that. Do you have Jimmy Butler after the game? Here was Jimmy Bucket's response to game 2.
I mean, yeah, I guess so if you want to look at it like that. I would like to, be up 2-0, but that's in the past now. So we're taking it to the crib. And we got to handle business on our home floor.
They certainly do. Big game coming up on Saturday night. It's a monster. If the Heat have if the Heat do have a chance of making my prediction come true, I really do feel like they got to win on Saturday. I think they gotta take that lead. I really think they got to win both home games. To be frank, I really do. I even if they split, going back to Milwaukee, tied, and then winning back at home.
You got to win one of the two games.
You got to win another one in Milwaukee. I think that's tough. I think it's a tough ask. I think you got to take care of your home court advantage.
Easier said than done, dude.
Yeah, obviously it's number 1 seed.
So, are we agreeing on this that I feel more confident with the Panthers than I do with the Heat?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I think I just feel that way because of the results last night. But
no, I said, wait a minute. I said that before the game.
Let me back up. Because I really am not shook at all by yesterday's result for the Heat.
Okay.
But the Panthers definitely revitalized. So I think I'm kind of like equal. I feel froggy about both of them. If I had to say,
but remember, I made this comment before yesterday's games.
Mm-hmm. No, you asked which game was more important.
But I said I have more confidence in the Panthers than I do the Heat.
Mm-hmm.
And why did I say that, Brendan?
I don't know why you said that.
Because you don't have to be 7 feet to do hockey.
I mean, okay, I get you, but even with that being the case, like Brook Lopez existing, like they can win a series against Brook Lopez. They have done it before.
Okay, I got you.
Trevor makes a good point though. Zdeno Chara was 7 foot on skates. That guy was big.
That's got to be rough, man. I feel like you got to hunch over a lot.
Yeah, big stick, big hockey stick.
Yeah,
you know, got to be tough for tall goalies like Luongo.
Yeah,
all that squatting.
Can you be a goalie?
Oh yeah.
Who has it worse?
A lot of tall goalies.
Who has it worse on their like knees and stuff? Goalies in hockey or catchers?
I don't know, dude. We saw Luongo one time.
Oh my goodness, we saw him at the Hard Rock.
Yeah, we saw.
Dude, all he was missing was some boots and a 6-shooter.
He walks like a sheriff.
Like he was walking like this.
Like that's just
wow.
It was like,
I said at some point he was like 6'3". Now he's 5'8".
Yeah, in fairness, that Luongo at the time was wearing very tight jeans, very tight. But still,
that was straightening his legs out.
Maybe I don't know.
I'm telling you what. Only thing that was missing was one of them cigars and a cowboy hat. The way he was walking in there.
Town's not big enough for the both of us.
Yes. And Tobin was like, wow, he's really bow-legged.
It's rough, man. Rough on your body.
It is rough on your body. It's a tough position. You got pucks flying at you 100 miles an hour.
And then, we see catchers all the time go to first base after a whole bunch of years at catcher.
We couldn't play the sound because there was too much cursing, but did you guys see the jawing back and forth of Matthew Tkachuk and the Bruins bench?
Ooh, I love that.
He's like, it was a dirty hit.
It was.
And Tkachuk goes, shut up.
Yeah,
loser.
Exactly.
So mature hockey.
Wait, but it's just amazing that I've never seen a sport or a team where your best player is the antagonist. It doesn't happen. Usually the antagonist is protecting the star player.
Yep. Not him. He's just out there just causing trouble, causing mischief.
And then you know what's amazing? The guy that causes the most trouble in sports, if they do an interview afterwards, he's always soft-spoken. Yeah, well, we're in the game and we're trying to
that's Barkov. Quiet assassin. But Tkachuk, is that a hockey term? Trevor might know this, but I don't. Because I didn't know about a 2-1 filthy. But did you hear what Tkachuk referred to? What they did was
what did he say?
The first 2 games he called it a split and run. I never heard that. I don't know if that's a hockey term or not. I'm not Barry Melrose, but that's a great term if he's inventing that.
Split and run. The Heat did the same thing, right?
Yeah, they did.
I don't see that anywhere. I got splitting the defense, but I don't see split and run. I think he made that up.
2-1 filthy.
Nice.
Or a 1-1 filthy in this case.
2-1 filthy.
About to be a 2-1 filthy.
Split and run. All right, we're about to be.
That Paul Maurice, he seems a little bit too cool, right?
2-1
With
filthy.
the nice suits, the hair slicked back, very professional.
Loves him the camera, I'll tell you that.
Oh,
bit of a show pony.
You would know.
Trevor saying never heard of it. Never
You
heard
would
of
know.
it. Split and run's a great term.
Yeah.
You'd feel different because it's kind of like you took the split and then you're in. The Heat, it was like you started and then it was
You
like
ended up with a split. So you're saying the Heat were yelling pineapple last night?
I think they were.
Oh, dude, I was yelling pineapple. I was like, Jesus, Connaughton.
Yeah. Oh, by the way,
Hey.
speaking of Connaughton, I'm so glad you brought that up. Did you hear Spo yesterday discussing Connaughton?
I did not.
Oh, just warm your heart,
Favorite
Tobes.
quotes, dude.
Warm your
Yeah,
heart.
regardless, he's he's just one of those intangible ex-player type guys.
Hey, so saying everything but call him white, right?
Yeah, regardless, he's he's just one of those intangible ex-player type
Oh,
guys.
my God.
And then once Matthews was out, he's the next guy in the rotation.
I think Connaughton and Duncan are friends. I think he's probably like, hey, jealous. Well, your coach gives you some run when you get to go play? He doesn't take you out in 3 minutes? Yeah, because I'm not fouling everybody. 4-point play.
Did I just tell you? There is no play. And I don't know. Dunks and Max Strus must have went to dinner the night before because Strus came out and got 2 quickies.
Oh.
Hack. And then Dunks. And Dunks always has this look. Like you almost want him to get mad or something.
Mm-hmm.
But he fouls and he just looks around like.
Yeah, he got called for a travel yesterday, and he goes, but what? Anyway.
He's not even to the point where he can complain at the refs. He don't have any clout.
All right.
I want to see Dunks get a tech. I think he needs to get a tech.
Never going to happen.
No?
I don't think so. We'll take a quick break. We're going to get interviewed by my 10-year-old daughter next for her class project. Back after this.
The results are in.
Take you up until 2 o'clock, final segment of the show. Just want to let you guys know it is Dave & Buster's month. And if you guys want to win a $250 gift card to Dave & Buster's, all you have to do is go to WQM.com, enter on the contest page, and you could go there with your gift card and have a watch party all on us and Dave & Buster's. Eat, drink, play, watch sports at Dave & Buster's in Hollywood. All right, Sophia, how are you?
I'm good. These questions are for my class
Yeah,
project. I have to do
it is a take your kid to work day. She has to report on the what she has learned, and so you have
Daddy is the old storyteller.
That's ridiculous, dude. Ridiculous statement by you.
My daddy be Alex Lyon.
That was pretty good. I give him a point for that one.
Point for Leroy.
All right, Sophia, go ahead. You have a series of questions. What do you have for us?
So I have 5 questions, and I'm each gonna ask you guys and individually the question.
All right, well, let's go one at a time. So question number 1, and we'll all answer it.
Okay, question 1. What is your favorite part about your job?
Marcos, your favorite part about your job? What would you say? Would it be our relationship there, Frog Boy? What would you say?
Really, really close. It's a close second, but my favorite part, and this one's easy, whenever Leroy buys us lunch, for sure. Quite easy.
Okay, so I'm gonna put down when Leroy buys lunch.
Yep.
For sure.
What about you, Jay?
Where Uber delivers.
Yeah, well, true. Hopefully.
Jay Fig, what is your favorite part of the job?
My favorite part of the job is being creative and
deep.
Just hanging around these old folks.
When you say creative, you mean making things up like I destroyed evidence?
False.
That's creative.
You're a liar.
So being creative.
So being creative and just spending 4 hours of my day with these hooligans.
Leroy, what is your favorite part of this job?
Well, it's not the check. I would say, you know what? I would probably say we all hang out. You very rarely have a work environment where you hang out a lot outside of work because you're tired of seeing those people. But we text all the time. We actually get along. Me and Tobin travel together.
You writing all this down, Sophia? I want you to make sure you get all
this. I don't see that pen moving, Sophie.
We can actually cheat, and she could just play this back for the segment at other times.
She'll get points for that.
Writing schmiting, am I right?
Okay, edit this out, please.
Do you want to know my favorite part of the job?
Yep.
Well, I'm glad you asked.
Boots on the ground.
My favorite part of the job,
having your own hype man,
is boxing Leroy in.
Whoa! Really? Which never happens
all the time, dude.
Few and far in between.
You know what? Just because you yell you're boxed in doesn't mean I'm boxed in. Wow. You just yell it, and old Frog Boy just plays it without even acknowledging whether it's a boxing or not.
Wow, you see the way he talks to you, even though he gets you lunch.
I mean, he's allowed to.
I guess it's back to flies for you, Kermit.
Can I just say this? Yesterday, I think Uber might have broke both of us.
Yeah,
because, listen, I came up and I said I couldn't find her. He left and ran outside to look for her.
Yeah, I did. I was like, oh, Leroy just doesn't know where to look.
All right, Sophia, question 2.
Question 2. What is one pro and one con about your job?
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, okay.
This one's good.
Wow.
Leroy's
Jason,
face.
you want to go first?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Pro and con.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the same thing as why I like my job. I don't know.
You like to be creative. That's a pro.
That's a pro.
A con is
okay.
Like
okay. You know what? Okay, we'll change it up. So a pro is it's not a bad work environment.
Okay.
All
All right.
Con. Never a bad day. Con.
Scooby barking.
When your father doesn't want to be boxed in.
Whoa!
This is ridiculous.
Jeez, taking a
All right.
shot.
Tries to call me a liar.
Well,
I mean,
you know,
he did lie though.
Yeah.
He didn't change your
let's say
notes.
Khan is working with people who take out birds.
Nope.
Wow.
Marcos.
You have wings, you're good.
Yeah. My pro. and
Yeah,
this
your
one
pro.
is super.
Don't do the chicken dance around J-Fig.
I just died. Oh, okay. My pro is apple juice in the vending machine for
Wow,
sure.
really?
Yep. That is it.
You're a
You
child.
are a child.
When I
Quick
go,
question.
yes.
Are all your answers going to be about food?
All right, you're upset, and I don't want to speak to you.
Thank you. He's correct.
They actually may be. So he really likes food.
I really do.
What is about a con?
I'm just going to write that down.
Con is the amount of disrespect I take on a daily basis.
Okay. Leroy, pro, con.
I would say pro is I get to talk about things that I love and I have loved my whole life.
Mm.
And the cons are I really don't get to talk about those things.
Your pro is you get to talk, but your con is you don't get to talk.
Yeah.
Well, because
People will
listen,
understand what that means.
although I
Words.
love the show
Words.
and I played sports my whole life and I love sports, we don't really
We talk sports, dude. We talk
We
sports.
talk more about food.
Yes.
A 10-year-old.
Yes.
I mean, had my words simplified.
All right.
That's right.
So my pro, all right, my favorite pro is I like to really, really rub it in the city's faces that I hate,
Oh yeah.
like Boston
Mm.
and New York
Don't
Mhm.
forget Atlanta.
and Atlanta
Yep,
and
bums.
Philadelphia.
Oh,
Wait,
gross.
Dallas.
Oh yeah, Dallas
Rub it in
too.
there.
Anytime. My favorite thing is making fun of those cities and their bum ass teams.
So just
Don't put ass
Yeah,
in
I
the
don't
project.
think
though.
you should.
Don't
Like
do
that one. Probably best.
Also,
Con.
don't forget the fan with good access. I'm just saying.
I'm not a fan with good access. I'm a journalist.
Oh yeah. Yes, you are.
I
You
am
get
a
to go to the
journalist.
games for free.
I mean, that is a good perk. That is a good
Fraud
perk.
with good access.
Con is when it doesn't work out. Sometimes I have to answer for my crimes, which
But
is
you
why
don't.
I have to get.
You don't.
Which is why I have
You
to get
don't.
very
You
good at
never
making
do.
fun of it.
So
You and Tom Brady are samesies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Answering for his
Accountability.
crimes.
Accountability is a big con for me.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yep.
So
So
hard for him to do it.
What's number 3? Number 3 question in your school project, Sofia Tobin.
okay, question 3. Do you enjoy this job? If so, why do you enjoy it?
I feel like this is the same question 3 times.
I like
Yeah.
that.
He's gonna. Hey, I tell you, Sophie, you're gonna be a hell of a reporter
Yep.
because that's what they do.
It's the same
Mhm.
question in 3 different forms.
Mhm.
I very much enjoy the job.
Last one had a con.
That's
Oh, yeah,
fair.
that's true.
Oh,
Boxed
okay.
in.
That's it. She
Wow,
boxed you
she got
in,
me.
dude. Gosh, that's pretty good.
I yes, very much enjoy the job. What was it? Do I enjoy and why?
Yeah.
I very much enjoy the job,
Yes.
mostly because I like to laugh I like to laugh
So you
because
like
we all laugh at each other.
So you like to laugh at people.
Yes, mostly Leroy.
Mainly.
Right back at him because I'm gonna tell you what.
So
Nothing warms my heart than a good chuckle with old Tobes.
so you like to laugh at him?
Yes,
You
of course,
both like
that's
to
what we
laugh
do.
at each other.
Let's
Yeah.
not forget. Hold on.
Crazy.
Let's not forget your dad ate a street bird, dressed up like a dragon.
You don't have to go down the
We
resume.
played Fruit Ninja,
Oh,
real life
yeah.
Fruit Ninja.
That was fun.
You played real life Fruit Ninja?
I don't think she saw
Yeah.
that.
Oh,
I saw the dragon one. He still has the dragon costume.
Oh wow.
wait, no,
In
yeah.
his car.
In his car.
Oh, not
It's
anymore.
not in my car
He cleaned
anymore.
out
I
his
don't know
car,
where it
guys.
is, but I do have it.
Found
Cleaned
it.
it
It
up.
was in the garage.
Oh,
There you go.
there it goes.
The old garage of shenanigans.
Mm.
Does anybody else have anything else they really enjoy about the job?
Yes, hanging out with you guys.
Wow. Thanks, man.
So
Wow.
heartfelt.
Yeah.
Flattery to get you know.
It's never
Think
a
about
bad
it.
day,
We've
guys.
been to birthday parties. We've been to Super Bowl parties. We've been to baby showers. We've
Yep,
been
yep.
to like all kinds of stuff.
We become
Give us one more, Sophia, because we are running short on time.
Okay. I'm gonna skip to Actually, I'm gonna do both if they're like really short.
All right, really
I
short.
like it.
All
I
right,
like
so what is your favorite sport to talk about?
Ooh, favorite sport to talk about is that is a tough question.
Got it. Underground backgammon.
Yeah, can I just say fighting? I'm gonna go fighting because I don't want to pick between the. I don't
the
want to pick between
teams.
the teams because they'll all get Jimmy Belly of me.
I know Leroy's answer.
That was the question.
Yeah.
Tough Nuggets.
Yep, I would say football, although me talking about football, sometimes people look at me like they don't know what the hell I'm talking about, which makes it difficult.
Yep.
Marcos?
I like football.
Football.
Yep.
So that's 2 footballs.
2 footballs.
And J Fig, what is your favorite sport to talk about?
Bird watching.
The cat. -1.
Point.
So silly. The Florida Panthers, Sophie.
Cafiba! What is your favorite sport to talk about, Sophia?
Yeah.
Hockey.
Yeah, she loves hockey.
does love
Hockey's her
hockey.
favorite. Yep. And last question, Sophia, quickly.
Do you like to talk to guests?
Oh, love talking to guests.
Mm.
Love
So-
talking to guests. Favorite guest that we've ever had?
Yeah.
Wow, that's tough.
We've had a lot of cool ones for the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
Like when we talked to Gene Simmons, that'll never go away. That's
Simmons.
burned on my brain forever
Yep.
because after we were done, we were like, what just happened?
What just happened? Yeah.
You know what? I like
We have fun. I think Gilbert Burns is really cool. We
Gilbert
talked to a
Burns is
lot of
actually
really, really cool people that you would never know seeing them that they were that cool. So it just varies. It varies.
Also, I enjoyed boxing and Max Struess.
Oh, that was great. That was great. We
Yeah.
did box in Max
That
Struess.
was
Single top
wonderful.
Donnell Rollins, though.
Oh, he was the
Completely
worst
checking
guest we've
out.
ever had. All right. Sophia,
That's it.
that's it. Well, you
you.
did a lovely job today on the show. Tommy,
Wonderful job.
you did a great job on the show today, buddy.
You go, boy.
Wait, didn't you have to chase him a couple of minutes ago?
Ah,
I saw you guys outside. Like he was going what way? You were chasing behind him.
He had to go to the bathroom, man. He
Oh!
he had to go. We had to go. We had to go run that one down. So we just tried to take him there.
Taking forever.
Yeah.
Also, can you do me a favor and bring them back tomorrow?
Yeah, maybe. You guys want to go to school tomorrow? Or you want to come back?
Come back.
All right. There's no school. School's for fools.
No school.
Well, I don't know. What are you doing?
Make sure to cut this part out and do not submit this to school.
I'm on
tell
this
Miss
show.
Baker.
Dee's
I
gonna
won't.
love that, being that she's a teacher and everything.
Well, nobody has to tell her, do we? Right?
Oh, good luck.
Right.
Playing hockey.
All right, everybody. That's our show for today. We will talk to you tomorrow.
I don't really just want that. I pretty much just want to be with Daddy at work. 9:35. Get snacks.
I'm a big snack time guy.
I'm a potato chip and I'm not afraid to You rat thing. You don't hear me. My dad's on a shake.
I'll see y'all when I see y'all.